heart steady. He trains my hands for battle, no envy. God who wants me with strength, come get me. Spirit on fire, no empty. It is God who arms me with strength, yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle, my heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. And the Lord hit my chest, kicked death from my breath, put power in my step, put calm in my stress. For God has not given me fear, only power, love, and self-discipline, yeah. I talk to my doubts, then I tell them disappear. God driving this truck, I just stare. It is God who arms me with strength, yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle, my heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. Country twang in my prayer, 808s in my praise, Bible open on the dash, sun cut through the haze. The Lord is my strength and my shield, so I walk on the field. My heart trusts in Him, yeah. Moon started to heal, I was running from the war, now I run to the roar. With that power in my core, I don't fold anymore. He the rock in my hand, yeah, stone in my sling. When I swing on a giant, watch a crown hit the ring. The Lord is my strength and my shield. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks, yeah, yeah. He gives us the victory seal, no fear, just power in a bank. It is God who arms me with strength, yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle, my heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ARP in the Morning, special Christmas edition. Appreciate you guys pulling up today, man. I hope all is well with each and every one of you guys. Grace and peace, grace and peace, grace and peace. We got a lot to get into, not a whole lot of time to get into it. So I'm not going to hold on to you guys a long time today. I promise you, I'm not. But before we get into the show, I want to make sure that I show some love to my folks in the chat. I know you guys missed the live stream yesterday. It was a little weird. And wifey is like, why aren't you? I was like, we're on vacay. Shout out to Kim joining the ARP family. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Thank you so much for joining the ARP family. I really appreciate you, Kimberly. Thank you very much. Shout out to my brother Hunter, helping to get the show start off properly. Always comes through with the proper Bible verse to help get things kicked off. Let's see if I can find Hunter today. Let's see, where's Hunter at? Okay, here we go. Today's verse is out of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. Says, for to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Let me pull my folks up. Let me pull some folks up, man. Shout out to all my blues. What up, B? What's up, Lori? Zephyr K9. Appreciate you guys. LJ, I think I seen you in the chat this morning as well. What's going on, Dion? All my ARP family members. Appreciate you guys pulling up. What's up, Angela Montgomery? What up, Elijah? It's good to see you guys. Appreciate you. What's up, Scott Jung? What's going on? Cool Ramon. Papa Died. Junior. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing this morning? Appreciate you guys pulling up this morning. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Kenny Cooper said it was 75 degrees yesterday. Where? Out in Colorado somewhere? Okay. All right. I see you, Kenny Cooper. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Oh, Papa Died. See, Papa Died, you about to get on my banned list, okay? Steelers fans coming up in here talking crazy. Okay. Let me pull my folks up. What up, Jay Witt?
Building. Whoa, in the building. What's up, man? Grace and peace to you, friend.
Man, hey, man, appreciate you
Merry
pulling up
Christmas,
this morning,
man.
man.
I see.
Yeah.
So you got you a new Atlanta hat. I see you over there. I
Oh
see
no,
you.
this is an old new Atlanta hat. You heard me?
Old new Atlanta hat.
New,
I love
old
it.
new. I had to pull it out for the festivities. I got to keep it black
got
shirt,
you.
but I had to put on my Atlanta Santa hat. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm gonna send you a red Jay Witt hat.
Okay, yeah. Do that. I'll rep for you. I'll rep for you.
I got you.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
he went radio dark, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'm gonna join him. Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
I'm back as well. I'm back. We're waiting on AT, and I thought I saw a message from him that he'd be here, but let me pull up Minister Danzel. What's up, Minister Danzel? How you doing this morning, brother?
Hey, good morning, family. Good to see you.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, look nice with the suit on. I appreciate you, Minister Danzel.
man,
You are
I'm feeling
awesome.
Christmasy today, man.
You know
I'm
what's
not
coming,
going to see y'all
man.
till after Christmas.
Man, you are awesome. You are awesome, man. We got Celeste in the building. Uh-oh.
Good morning,
Is
everybody.
that the reindeers? What is
Yes,
that
it
going
is.
on?
Those are drumsticks.
We need to be festive.
Yeah, he
So,
forgot his order to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're supposed to come in.
I didn't
just
completely
very
forget,
festive.
but it did dawn on me this morning. I was like, hold up. And you know what? The other day I was looking for my ugly Christmas sweater, but I guess I got rid of it in the purge. I have one of those. I have those moments from time to time when I just start going through the closet, getting rid of stuff that I don't wear anymore. So
Well, Minister Danzel, apparently he is not. He is willing to face the compliments because he came in here like Dapper Dan this morning.
yes, he
Hey, man,
did. Yes, he
He
did.
did.
I'm preparing for my Christmas. I'm prepared for my Christmas. I'm going to support it with y'all, so I'll know if it's okay.
Well, Minister
test
Danzel,
run.
you look nice today, brother, and I appreciate you
Absolutely.
pulling up. You're doing it today. You're gonna get a lot of compliments in the chat today.
man, he's
A
coming.
lot of
He
compliments.
fishing for him today, man. He on a fishing expedition.
Yeah.
Oh
He
no,
on a
I'm
fishing
already caught.
That's right. You tell him.
Amen.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So AT's not gonna pull up today.
Oh,
We'll
we
keep
messed
him
it up
lifted up.
already. Come
We'll keep
on,
him
my
lifted
sister.
up.
Yeah.
What's up, Crystal? How you doing this morning, sister? It's good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. I was about to say, don't have me out here in my Santa hat and nobody else is put together.
Oh man.
Because I know Bob
Amen.
said
I
we
did.
was gonna be all
Yes, he
Christmas
did.
ready. And I
I
went
did.
and dug out my hat and everything. So thank
Yes,
you.
he
Thank
did.
you,
Amen.
Celeste. Thank
And
you.
the shirt. I'm ready to support. I can pull a sleigh.
I'm
Thank
ready.
Amen.
you.
Oh my.
Oh Lord.
I just have something to say to everybody because AT gave me permission to tell everyone.
Mhm.
They had the baby on December 18th.
Amen.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Wow.
And it's
It's a
a
boy.
boy.
I knew it.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Good
Yeah,
Awesome.
baby.
Congratulations. Congratulations, AT and family and wife.
Absolutely.
That is awesome, man.
There was a little drama, but God, that's what I have to say. And he said I could
Amen.
tell you guys this.
Thank
There
God.
was a as she was giving birth, it was very, very low drama initially because it was very like, nah, you're not having a baby until January, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Not
No, you're having
January.
a baby now, right? And so she goes into hospital. She's doing everything. She's moving forward. Next thing you know, she had a seizure, and she was out for like 4 minutes, which is, as AT explained, you can be out with a seizure for a minute to 3 minutes. 4 minutes is problematic, but
Yes.
God pulled through,
Hallelujah.
and she is doing well. Baby's doing well. They're back home, and so that is why he couldn't be here today because he had to. He's like I'm taking care of the whole household right now, making sure
Amen.
mom and baby are great.
Amen.
But baby's adorable. He's
He's
so
handling business. He's handling business. He's on dad duty.
Hallelujah.
Dad duty, which is that's a good duty to be in. That's a good duty to be on for sure. For sure.
Amen.
And Monday was Sunday was their 1 year anniversary.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome, man. They're not playing around.
Yeah.
They're not playing around at all. Married, baby, boom, within a year. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of it. We need
Amen.
more of it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
absolutely.
Oh man, we need more of it. That's
They got
awesome,
to-
man.
They got to work.
Yes, they did.
Amen.
Literally,
Yes,
yes.
they did. Hey, God said be fruitful and multiply. So
That's right.
don't play games.
Amen.
Don't play games.
Let them know we're praying for him.
I will.
Absolutely. I'll shoot a message as well once we get off of here. That is awesome, man. I knew that was the case, but I hadn't heard from him yet, so.
Yeah, he woke me up at like 2 something in the morning that day, that when after the baby was born, my phone rang at 2. He's FaceTimed me at 2. I said, hold on, listen, we don't FaceTime people at 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning, ain't no telling what you're gonna get.
Exactly. But I answered, and then he just flipped the camera. I was like, oh, my baby's here. And I was right, because I said it was gonna be a boy. And he said, yep, you said it. Why? I said we need more good men. He was like, yep, y'all called the boy. I was
called
like,
it.
yes. Mm-hmm.
We called it. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to AT and his family, man. That is awesome. Let's make sure that we continue to keep them lifted up in prayer.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, especially in these early stages. But that is awesome, man. That is awesome to hear. I love to see, godly people do things the right way.
Amen.
And go about, creating and building their families the right way. That's a solid example that needs to be set for sure.
Yes.
That's awesome, man.
It is.
We hear all about the baby mamas and baby daddies and all this other foolishness, but it's good to see it, when people are going about it the right way.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. That is awesome. There is a poll in the chat. Please let us know. Answer that poll. We'll discuss that towards the end of the show. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Since I got my folks up here, I want you guys to start thinking about it before we get off of here. We got to discuss the poll, and we'll get into that here in a little bit as well. But as an icebreaker to get things kicked off, and then we'll get the show kicked off with some of the clips and things of that nature that I do have pulled up. But we'll start with Minister Danzel, since he is the OG seasoned vet here on the show. OG, meaning I think you're the elder statesman here, if I'm not mistaken.
Amen.
I believe so.
Amen.
Growing up as a kid, what was the one toy that you just had to have, that you're begging your parents for? What was that one toy that you're like, I'll do anything? You can combine whatever you need to combine. What is that one toy that you had to have, Minister Danzel?
Believe it or not, I don't remember.
Really?
I really don't remember. I remember one Christmas, I snuck up before we were supposed to be up and looked around the Christmas tree to see what was there. And I remember that there was a giant army tank, and there was a giant fire truck. And I wanted the army tank for some.
Oh, cut out on us.
Yeah, it looks like
Cut out on us. Okay.
he on that Mom Donnie.
yeah.
He on that Mom Donnie Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
right.
You froze up on us.
Oh,
You,
here we
oh
go.
Lord. You froze
so
up on us.
I wanted the army tank, and it was really big. And I was, we didn't know whose gift was going to be whose. But when my father got up, he said the tank was mine. So I was happy about that.
Okay. Jay Witt, what's that toy that you had to have, bro? That you got on your parents' nerves for?
When I was a wee little lad, I really wanted the G.I. Joe USS Flag battleship,
Wow.
which is the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. I don't know why. I always wanted like the larger G.I. Joe and Transformer toys. Like I always wanted the Titan battleships and the such like that. I don't know why. Thankfully, I never got it because I realized just how big that thing was when it just was big on the commercial, but it was bigger than me in real life. So I'm glad I never got it. But that's what I wanted. I wanted the USS Flag.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that. You want to join the military or something? What do you want to be? You want to be a sailor or something back in the day?
I did want to be a devil dog. Now that's true. Let's go ahead and say that out loud. I've always said that. That's one of my things that I wish I had done, which is been a Marine. I never did. So it is what it is.
Okay. Celeste, what's that toy? I know you were spoiled rotten, so I'm sure you got it. What was the toy that you had to have?
First of all, you love to start a show shaming me. But to be honest, my family, we are not big gift givers.
Okay.
We don't give lots of gifts, and we don't get lots of gifts. We're not big, even birthdays, holidays, all that type of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying I never got nothing, but in general, there's not a lot of importance placed on getting a gift. My father.
You the gift.
Yeah, my father always said that the best gift was that we were all together. So
Amen.
Amen.
However, I did want a Bobby townhouse.
Barbie Townhouse. Okay.
Yeah, I got a Bobby townhouse.
Amen.
Bobby would look like she was living large in the city. So, like, give me a townhouse.
Oh my goodness.
I like that.
All right, Crystal. What's that toy you had to have?
It was actually 2, and I got them.
Mm.
It was. Let me pull it out. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my age. It was a Cabbage Patch doll. It was definitely a Cabbage
Wow.
Patch doll, and I got the Cabbage Patch doll. And very quickly, I left it outside, and my dog got a hold of it, which I was not happy.
It was a garbage patch.
Just
doll.
left it in the cabbage patch.
Exactly. And then the next one was a 10-speed bike, and I definitely got my 10-speed bike because I
Wow.
wanted to be riding the streets in my 10-speed, and I was
Riding the
proud when I got my 10-speed bike. And I miss those days, y'all. I miss those days
Yeah,
pulling out
yeah.
the catalog and circling your toys that you want.
Oh,
Like
Those were the
Yeah.
days.
those
Yeah.
are some good
Yeah,
days.
they were.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do that.
Yeah, my toy it was Nintendo. And actually, you know what? Every year it was something different for a while until I got a little older and it just wasn't a thing anymore. But it was I remember Nintendo when it first came out, and my birthday is really close to Christmas, so that's
Wow.
like big stuff. And if you guys recall when Nintendo came out, I mean it was pretty daggone expensive. So
Mhm.
I'm like, man, I
Worth
gotta
the
have this
house, yeah.
Nintendo. You can combine the birthday and the Christmas present because they're really close. They're within, they're within a month of each other. Combine it, just make it both of them. I never got a commitment if that was going to happen or not, but come Christmas, it definitely definitely happened. So I got that Nintendo, and then every year from that it was a couple different things. But my sister and I, man, we grew up pretty fairly privileged, being the only grandkids on both sides of our family. So we were the only grandkids
spoiled
on my
big
father's
time.
side and on my mother's side. And
Big
for
time
me,
spoiled.
I'm the oldest, and I was the oldest grandkid on both sides. So
Wow.
we didn't want for much. We didn't want for much growing up because we had really good grandparents, fortunately, and so over the years I knew you don't even ask. I never asked my parents for stuff. I'd just go, to my grandmother or to my grandfather for sure, and because I know they would make it happen. I know they would make it happen, and they always did. So yeah, it was that Nintendo for me for sure, though.
Nice. I didn't get it, but I got to play it at my cousin's house because my cousins got that, and it was fun to play with. So I definitely know what you mean.
Oh man, we had to have it. Had to have it. Had to have it.
Mhm,
Oh man.
mhm.
Oh, but I can go down a list of Christmas presents that I had to have, and it changed every year. I remember when that Sega Genesis came out, had to have it. Had the 10 speed. Wanted that 10 speed. I remember when that became popular, had to have that too. So
Mhm.
seems like every year, man, I had to have it. But as I got older and what I did with my own kids, we kind of did the same thing as you, Celeste, is that we didn't get into the whole gift giving thing. I mean, we did the, tree and the presents and things of that nature, but we just didn't go overboard, like that. And now, kids are grown. So, we didn't even put a tree up this year. No tree up. No,
What?
no decorations, no tree, none of that.
Me neither.
None of it.
Listen, I feel like the Grinch has taken over. I'm just so serious because I'm like, I used to look forward to like the lights and the spectacle of it all and all of that. And I just went out with my cousins last night to show them some stuff around Atlanta. And my cousin was like, where are all the lights? I said, girl, I don't know. Where are all the lights? I was like,
Hey, them electricity bills too daggone high to be putting these lights
Right.
up like that, man. I mean,
Right,
come on
man.
now. Without the lights, the electricity bills are high as all get out. You know what I'm saying? You start throwing these lights. Now, in my neighborhood, we have some people that go all out. There's a lady,
Yeah.
every holiday, she goes all out. She has the blow up, the big, I mean, man, these things got to be 15 or 20 feet tall. And she's got a
Yeah.
bunch of them in her front yard, these little blow up things with, she has like one of the big blow ups is Snoopy with the Christmas, looking like Santa Snoopy. She's got that in her yard. Like, I mean, I every time I ride by, it makes me wonder. I was like, how much money is she spending on that daggone BGE bill every month? You know what I'm saying? With this, because she does the same thing for Halloween. Like all of the major holidays where you do put stuff out during Halloween, she had the big tall skeleton thingamajigger, up in her yard. That big, large. I mean, it's huge too. I mean,
I know
you
exactly what you mean.
you can't miss it. But and she's an older lady, and she pays somebody to come and put all her decorations and stuff up.
Wow.
and then they come and take it
Nice.
down, and then when the new season, she does it again for something else.
Wow.
It's crazy. Her whole
Yeah.
yard is lights and these blow up contraptions. It's
So
pretty
wait,
crazy to me.
does that mean none of y'all have up lights and spectacle except for me?
No, I ain't putting no lights up. Nah,
What?
nah.
Oh,
We don't even have a wreath on the door. We at least used to do
what?
that.
No, we
Wifey
put
didn't
nothing
even
up.
put a wreath on the door.
I don't know what to say anymore. Listen, y'all. Come on now. Let's get the lights and the spectacle. We need the bright lights. Come
Yeah.
on.
Times are hard, man. Times are hard, man. You know.
You know what though? Like, it's not even times are hard. It's just the excitement about doing it and setting it up. Because like Lady Dearwood Christian used to decorate the entire house. Like you'd have there was a Christmas tree that goes into the powder room.
Mm-hmm.
Like garland all the way up the staircase and all this kind of stuff like that. It was a big undertaking, multiple day undertaking
Yeah.
to decorate the house.
Hmm.
Nobody got time for that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm just too old. Look, air is free, but that's the only reason we were doing this. Like, and to pull all that stuff out of the basement. I mean, when you're pulling all these cases and boxes out of the basement, setting this stuff up, you got to put the empty boxes back down in the basement, you know, and then then it becomes like a MLK Day tree, and then a Valentine Day tree, anniversary tree because she don't want to take it down. Next thing you know, it's like Easter. You put like Easter eggs on it. Like it's nothing. It's silly. So
Aw.
that's why we didn't do it.
No, the last time we had a tree up, that tree was up until the summertime. You heard me?
Really?
Seriously.
who got time?
Wifey did take the decorations off, but the tree was just up in the house. She did at least pull the decorations off, but the tree was up for almost 7 or 8 months, man. I mean, and that was the last time that tree is going up. We don't like I said, we don't have a wreath up, you know, but we used to do that.
Tree's crazy.
There was a time.
I'm
There was a
baffled.
time.
Listen, we get excited like Thanksgiving. It's time to pull it because you got to get it out before Thanksgiving so that you can really enjoy it through Christmas and then take it down by like the second week of January. You know,
You better
like
than
there's
me.
a system.
We'll be over your house tomorrow. We'll come over your house tomorrow.
Crystal,
Look at
don't
the
lose,
tree.
don't,
You'll
don't,
be like,
don't
wow,
lose
what
your
a great
excitement.
tree. Wow.
Don't lose your excitement, Crystal. Some of us we just get past that. As a matter of fact, my kids are all grown now, so I did it mainly for my kids. Of course, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it when I was a kid. I enjoyed it a lot, but I believe in living Christmas every day. So for me, every day is Christmas, and so when the holiday comes, it's no big thing for me. I like seeing other people celebrate it, but I'm not gonna put all that work in to do it. I'll watch their festivities and I'll enjoy their festivities, but every day is Christmas for me, so it's no big thing.
So that means y'all don't go watch like fireworks for like New Year's or go to fireworks on 4th of July. Y'all don't do all that?
You know, we do fireworks. We do fireworks.
Okay.
I'll do it at
Um,
somebody's house.
I don't do fireworks for New Year's. That's weird. I have to admit.
Yeah,
And-
nah.
I never did that.
Nah. Nah. Fireworks for New Year's.
we
No.
know,
Now, I mean, I've gone to a few celebrations in the past, and but now I kind of like to be at the house. We've done church, a multitude of years. You go to church, for for New Year's or whatever. But nah. And now, like I said, man, it's just too expensive, man. I just can't think. When I see people, because we do in our neighborhood, well, I don't want to say we're the only, because my neighbors, they don't, but there's a few people that do go overboard. I just think about the bill. Like, I know that bill is going to be $700 or $800
Money,
next
money,
month.
money.
I know that bill is going to be high. I just see the bill. I know what it is now. You know what I mean? And I don't have all that stuff going on.
Wise.
So I'm just looking at. I just see dollar signs. I'm like, man,
Be
that's
wise.
gonna be $7,000-$8,000 bill right there.
Nothing wrong
Goodness
with that.
gracious.
That's right. Be wise.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Rolando said he's so disappointed in us today.
I-
It
What
won't
we
be the
do?
first time.
I'm back.
What we do?
It won't be the last time either.
I'm sure Rolando doesn't have a tree up either. Or is it? You know what? I'm not going there with him today. No. Let's get the show started, man. Hit the like button for me. Super chat, super thanks are greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Shout out to Eric Plummer coming through with the $2 super chat. Happy Tuesday. Is it People Series? Okay. Be More MAGA in here. Okay. See you, Eric. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Malachi coming through with the $2 super chat. Says, greetings from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. 55 degrees out there. Okay. All right. It's actually supposed to warm up a little bit out here. So I think Christmas Day is actually going to be fairly nice out. So yeah. Steve Berger, don't encourage Rolando. Don't encourage him today. Don't encourage him.
Please
All right.
don't.
We're going to get the show started. Before we get into the thumbnail and the title, I want to play this video for you guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see this from Ryan from ESPN and from the Pivot Podcast, but he had mentioned something around being discriminated against in a Uber or a Lyft. He was talking about the music. I want to play this clip for you guys. I want to get your thoughts on it, and we'll go from there. Hit that like button for me, folks, if you haven't done so already.
I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday. Go to walk my son's dog, get in the Uber. Just some regular, like, I think it was like pop or something was on. Man, as says hello, doesn't even ask me, he just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listen to from that album. Then he plays Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you gotta go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake. And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync because it's not even the edited version. And listen, bro, Continuum, all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane, classic. Maroon 5. Hell, Between the Pines, Sam Hunt. I know a little, now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you trying to play. Like, what about that? Chris Young, You. That's like one of my favorite songs. The bluest skies don't seem so blue. Like, that is a classic. Beautiful Crazy. I mean, a day starts with a coffee and ends with I know country. So you mean to tell me you could have went, what was that, Nora Jones, Come Away With Me, hell, the Hamilton soundtrack, Wicked, listen to all that. You go straight there, and it was a Sunday, bro. Couldn't put no Kurt Franklin on. Like that. I don't like a Kurt Franklin guy, Yolanda Adams, John P. Key. Like none of those people ring a bell to you, and maybe I want to listen to them. So yeah, so Uber people, Uber drivers, just turn around. Hey man, do you like this music? What music would you want to listen to? But please, or if you're gonna go Tupac, like give me Me Against the World for something subtle and insane and chill. Don't go All Eyes on Me. Or if you're gonna do that, give me Ambitious as a Rider. Like let me really get hype on a Sunday. But that was ridiculous, Mr. Uber.
What?
Jay Witt, I give you the first word on this. This is ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous, but
what
wherever you want to go.
Total waste of free will to be a whole grown black man with kids that's made money that gets on this here internet to complain about the Uber driver playing music. I don't even mess with my Uber. And I don't get in a lot of Ubers, but whatever they're playing is what they're playing. Now, if it's loud, I do ask them to turn it down. But whatever, I don't care. I don't know if I've never paid attention enough to the Uber driver's music to say, are they playing this music for me? Are they discriminating me? That man literally got up on this here internet. That's how you know we've gone well past we've overkicked our coverage on this racial bigotry discrimination argument, that you literally get out here and you complain about an Uber driver playing music for you or not for you because he likes it or whatever. This man got on there. Can you please send me that Wise? Because I must violate him. Please send it to me.
Right?
I'll definitely send this over. This is
how did you use your free will to do that? Like the Lord has given you the ability to do a whole lot. You could dress like Brother Denzel over here, looking all crisp and clean with no caffeine. You could be like me. You could do so much with your free will. You chose to turn on the camera and that has got to be, I'm sorry. I don't like saying that men be doing sassy stuff, but my guy, that's probably the most, I'm expecting that's something I expect my daughter to come here and say. I really truly expect my daughter to come in, my college age daughter, to come in and say that type of stuff. Boy, you done abused your free will. You need to just go and turn in your free will card and be a bond slave to sin. Because come on. All right, that's it. I can't.
This is and Jay Witt, I am with you 1000%, bro. This is another one of those cases of, racism is on life support, and liberals and Democrats are doing everything that they can to give it CPR and just to keep it holding on for dear life.
Racism CPR. That's what I'm going to call that. When you send it to me, it's going to be called racism CPR.
Yeah. Like this is exactly what it is, man. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Now, the last couple times I've been in an Uber, when you register for your ride or sign up for your ride or however you do it, book your ride, it asks you, are you chatty? What type of music do you? Yeah, it actually asks you.
I never paid attention to that.
It asks you this. You get these questions, and if you don't say anything, if you don't do anything, I guess it just defaults to something. But it does ask you, are you one of those kind of people? Do you want to talk with the driver? Are you chatty? It asks you, what type of music do you want to play? No music at all. It does ask you. It asks you. So I man, hey, racism on life support, man. It's on life support. Minister Danzel, what are your thoughts, man? Oh, he's frozen.
I'm gonna give it to Crystal Uber real quick. What I did not know you could do that.
So the audacity for you to get in that vehicle and think that he was playing music specifically for you. To me, that is just crazy. What do you say, Jay? Wait, that's just crazy work.
That is crazy work, man.
Because I have been in Ubers, and like Jay, I'm the same thing. Unless it's too loud, I don't fuss or fight. I have seen in the Uber Black package or the Uber Comfort, you can adjust the temperature. You can tell them if you want it quiet. You can tell them, the type of music you like.
I'm about to take a nap.
Do all those things. But for him to get in the vehicle, and honestly, was he racial profiling? That's my question. Was he racial profiling? Because how does he know that man didn't like that music? How does he know that? Because that man could have been jamming out, enjoying his music. He didn't turn around and ask him, hey, do you like this? There's a reason. Probably he didn't care if you liked it or not. This was something he wanted to enjoy as he was driving you around. So the audacity of you to actually think, how narcissistic of you that you think that this man was racially profiling you because he wanted to listen to some Tupac. I don't know why y'all be said, let me see this Ryan Clark, because he be doing too much. He is what you call the definition of those soy boys that be running around this here America. Soy boy to the highest level. 100%. And he looked like he want to cry about it too. That's the worst part.
I'm gonna back up. I think he probably did. The way it was giving tears. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart.
Exactly. But you about to cry about this? You about to cry?
It did look like it.
I'm like, bro, get your life together. Get your entire life
together.
Whole
life,
that's how
get
I feel
it together.
Celeste, you want to get in?
Yeah, this looked to me like somebody who is just dying to be a victim, is having some victim withdrawals and said, "Oh, let me find a new way that I've been victimized." And I'm with Jay Witt and Crystal on this. It's given a lot of sass because you don't need to. Men should not be that closely aligned to their feelings that they're aware of even the tiniest offenses. Oh yeah, even they don't miss one. You didn't miss a single offense. And I can't really believe that he was all that upset because he knew the name and the artist of every music. So it's
every song
you do like. Mm-hmm. If I was in an Uber and they had played half those songs for me, I don't know who them people are. I don't know what they're saying. He's talking about he's watching the mouth. He knew enough about it to know it was the uncut version. So you knew both versions. You well acquainted with the music. So if the driver did racially profile him, he profiled him accurately. Now, just to say there are other types of music you like. So he didn't profile you totally, but he certainly wasn't inaccurate. So I think it's all cap to begin with. It's just a way to show your sass and show how you want to make sure everybody knows that you didn't miss an offense. But beyond that, I will say it also shows how out of order we are. There was a time I feel like in an Uber, everybody should play elevator music. You
Yes.
should not be
Yep.
trying
Told
to
you.
find out the individual dictates and tastes unless you want to now become a customized driving service where everybody can customize their experience in your car, and you got to be careful with that because some of their experiences may not be some things that you can do. So the safe bet always is just elevator music, give everyone a safe, quiet ride, and leave it at that.
Would agree. Minister Denzel, I'll give you the last word on this. You like?
Yeah, I just think that people are just too self-absorbed these days. With the social media, got people thinking everything's about them, everything revolves around them, and they can't even live a normal life. I think that was a good wake-up call for him. Maybe him coming out and talking like that, he's gonna get a lot of shoot back. You're gonna get a lot of, so they're gonna fire back, and they're gonna bring him back to reality. So I hope that he gets some help for his condition. Let him know that he's not the only person in the world, and there are a lot of more people out here that got a lot of opinions, and they have a lot of rights and a lot of freedoms, and he's gonna have to live with it. So let's pray for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The crazy thing is this video went viral, 2 million views.
And rightly so.
Yeah, over a couple of days, and it's just so crazy, man. I mean, these people, they're just looking for anything to be offended by at this point, man. Like,
Yeah,
this is crazy.
that's their norm.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. I would have thought somebody said we thought it was a prank or a joke. I would have absolutely unequivocally thought this was a joke.
Me too.
Like the only thing we need to do is add that Saturday Night Live soundtracks in the background. If they just put that in there, I would have. Matter of fact, I might actually do that. But just like that little, because there's no way I would believe that this was real. Like really, we really, that's what we doing in the year of our Lord 2025, complaining about the music in an Uber. Like let the first world problems just rise to the top, okay?
Yeah,
Like
for
of
sure.
all the things we could complain about. And by the way, he said he was walking his dog. So you brought your dog in the car?
I
like,
felt that too.
yeah, like wait, hold on. You're walking the dog, then you got an Uber. See, all that story didn't even need to be told.
Nah,
No.
it didn't.
That's a lesson in everything does not have to be shared on social media. You could have just kept that amongst yourself. If you felt like that, keep it to yourself because now
He's-
the whole
he's
world
go-
is judging.
He's gonna
We're
find out. He's gonna find out.
Yeah, true. Couple super chats to read. Shout out to Ro coming through. What up, Uncle Ro? With the $2 super chat says, so he's mad the guy didn't realize he was an Oreo. Dang, Ro.
That was funny.
Shout out to Hunter coming through with the $5 super chat says, does bro not know that earbuds or headphones have been invented? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, seriously. Or he easily could have just said, hey, bro, can you turn that music down? I'm not
Very
interested
simple.
in that. He could have did that,
Easily.
and not a big deal. Not
Very
a big
Too
deal.
easy. That was too easy.
Yeah.
Nothing
Alrighty.
requires you to have to listen to it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
True.
Just like you would ask if the air was up too high or too low, you would say, hey, can you turn the air up? Whatever. Why couldn't you just say, hey, by the way, can you turn this off? I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, but no, I got to jump on this here internet and let the world know that I do not have the good emotional wherewithal to manage my feelings.
Well, I mean,
Please,
he
thank
couldn't have
you,
been
Wise,
that
for saying that.
irate, though. I mean, he let 4 or 5 songs play. If you actually really felt a certain way, you don't listen to this music, you could easily say, hey, bro, can you turn that music down? Or you could turn it off, or you could put something else
Start
on.
talking to them.
Yeah, conversation, something.
If you talk to them, they'll cut that music off real quick.
But
Yeah.
resolution is not the idea. The resolution is never the issue. They want conflict. They like the conflict. They like the drama. They act like they don't want it, but they want it. Because the simple way to resolve that, as y'all just said, it's the easy way to resolve it. But he didn't want to resolve it. He wants to have something to talk about on social media.
Yeah,
Start singing.
I
Somebody
think
said
that we have
start
a
singing.
lot of unhealthy people around that feel bad every day, and they walk around looking for a reason to justify their bad feeling. And that
Oh,
day, he decided that the reason was that he was what did he call musically profiled? He invented a whole term.
Musically profiled is crazy.
Yeah. I never even heard of that before. I've never heard of such a
Oh
thing.
my goodness. Oh, I love it.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Gotta
Yeah,
be
sad,
careful with
man.
these people. They
Sad.
come to you broken.
Yeah, but leave it to Ryan Clark though, man. I mean, this is his MO. This is who he is, though. You know, this is who he is. But let's keep it moving. Hit the like button for me if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys pulling up today. What's going on, Messy Michon? Appreciate you pulling up this morning as well. Hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. You guys seen the thumbnail, seen the title. I want to play a couple clips. I actually have 2 clips I want to play. And we'll start with the fellas, you know, here. And then I want to bring the ladies in because I want to play the rebuttal from Jasmine Crockett. So let me play this clip from JD Vance and a few others, and then we'll keep things going.
We stand against treating anybody, and I love what Nikki said about this. We don't treat anybody different because of their race or their sex. So we have relegated DEI to the dustbin of history, which is exactly where it belongs. In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore. And if you're an Asian, you don't have to talk around your skin color when you're applying for college, because we judge people based on who they are, not on ethnicity and things they can't control. We don't persecute you for being male, for being straight, for being gay, for being anything. The only thing that we demand is that you be a great American patriot, and if you're that, you're very much on our team. In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
And when does that dumbass shit ever happen? In all my 22 years of life, I have never, not a single time, seen a single white person apologize for being white. We can't even get you motherfuckers to admit that your ancestors enslaved my people. So you think that motherfucker walking around apologizing for being white? Bitch, where do you live at? Where in the do you live at? Were these same white people that just voted in a racist who said that they would rather have that man in the presidency than a black woman, overqualified black woman? Where are these white people that are apologizing for being white? Because if white people were really that, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for being white, they wouldn't do any white shit. Some white shit is voting in a racist to the presidency because you hate black people that much. So when has this dumbass shit ever happened? I need to know, somebody let me know a single time that they have seen a white person apologize for being white, because I never seen no dumbass shit like that.
Also attended Erica Kirk's Turning Point USA AmFest this weekend, and he decides to take the stage and come for Jasmine Crockett by saying, oh, she wants to be a senator. Oh, and her street girl persona is just as fake as her nails. Says the man that wears more mascara than his wife. Says the man that once upon a time, he did not even like Trump. Says the man that is clearly bought and paid for. Because what happened to the JD Vance that didn't even like Trump? And these people continue to get up on stage, do interviews, and all they can do is come for someone else, when clearly they don't even have it together themselves. And again, how do people continue to support these people? All they do is get
putting this out there, telling people to sue. That's the question.
Because discrimination is bad no matter who it is against. And do we all agree that discrimination on the basis of race or sex is bad? Can we all say yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Harry,
of course.
Can you say yes to that?
But
I wanted to play that last clip there because I just thought it was just fitting for this right here. That was Carrie Champion on CNN being asked, hey, maybe we shouldn't be, hiring people solely off of race. And she would not answer that question. She just ignored it. I want to start with the fellas. Minister Danzel, we'll give you the first word. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is what happens when you get your degree from the University of MSNBC and CNN and all of those leftist organizations. You come away with an inability to think critically. And so you get triggered by anything that's said that's rational or logical. And I think that's unfortunate. I tell you, we got our work cut out for us this year. This coming year, we really have to work hard on working with our people around us who are so dense that they can't recognize rational thinking when they hear it. They can't handle rational conversation. And this is widespread. I think that the danger is that this is just not just a few people. There's a whole lot of people out there who have been so inundated with leftist media and social media that that's the way they normally think. And the only cure for that is dialogue. That's why their side wants to shut down opportunity to have dialogue because that's their kryptonite. But that's the solution to this kind of madness.
Jason?
Yeah, that was really weird. Now, I have some concerns about TPUSA and AmFest. There's some things I wanted them to have done a little bit differently, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna let JD Vance have that. The young blood that came on after that, the dude using all the profanity, I think he demonstrates part of the problem that we see with the left. They're not able to convey their ideas without being just completely pornographic in their speech. They're not able to just say, let me explain to you what it is. It has to be gutter talk. It has to be backroom bar conversation. It can't be, let me just explain what I see as a difference. It has to be this bombastic. And we see it a lot with Jasmine. I think Jasmine Crockett brought a lot of that to the forefront and made it common parlance that, if I disagree with you, I'm dropping F-bombs. I'm calling you this. I'm doing that. And I'm not saying that people on the right don't do it, so please don't hear what I did not say. What I did say, however, is it became very commonplace, even on the news, to just be very open and pornographic in your speech. And I think that's part of what their problem is. They're not able to convey ideas in a meaningful way without being bombastic. I hate to say it, but I remember Malcolm X said it in the autobiography, like the inability to convey your ideas is evident in the fact that you use such language. And that's a very serious paraphrase, but that was the gist of it. And I'm like, dude, why can't you just convey your idea without cussing people out? Like, that's going to turn people off in your speech. And maybe you're right. You could have been right, but you turn people off by that. So anyway, that was just my little observation. So shout out to the rest.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is, and Messi, she's absolutely right there. She said Gen Z definitely can't articulate themselves. And I think they struggle there. And it's something about that, the folks that are on TikTok, not all, but this is par for the course. This is the type of language and rhetoric that you will hear over on TikTok. I had to take that clip and because there was a whole lot in there, and I tried to get as much of it out as I could, but that was a struggle. That was a struggle. I want to play the rebuttal from Jasmine Crockett. And I want to get the ladies in on this. And then, fellas, if you guys want to add something, sure, I'll allow you to do so. But let me play this clip for you guys.
Have a quote-unquote street girl persona. I'm sorry, but anybody that you talk to knows my credentials. They know that I've gone to school. They know that I'm educated. I never tried to put on some random story about where I came from. But at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I am authentic.
Damn. Persona. Can somebody, Celeste, could you define persona, what that means?
Yes. Persona is a personality affect that you display publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is this lady talking about?
Fake front.
Seriously.
And that is actually what they are fearful of, is my authenticity, because it rings true with every single American, whether they're a Texan or not. It rings true that I am fighting for real everyday people. And instead of talking about policy, when you're talking about the record speaks for itself, baby, let's talk about your record. Because the only reason you're the vice president is because the current president tried to have his last president killed. Let's talk about qualifications. Let's talk about who has actually been fighting for people way before before she ever ran for office, whether it was in the courtroom or if it was in the streets, making sure those that were out there wanting to exercise their constitutional right to come together and protest injustices. I was representing pro bono people that were getting arrested as they were out in the streets. So listen, I don't have time for him and their games. They are scared and they should be scared. I need Texans to focus in. I need them to think about the fact that our 2 senators literally just voted against extending the Affordable Care Act tax subsidies that would help almost an additional almost 4 million people that are on the marketplace in a state where we have 5 million that are completely uninsured. They basically are trying to put another 4 million people off of their insurance. And this is before we endure the cuts that are coming because of the big ugly bill where we know 17 million people in this country are going to lose their health care. Listen, I'm staying focused. I'm not going to be distracted. And when they can tell me about their policies that are helping Texans, then we can have a conversation. Until then, take whatever shots you want to take at me because I have been a black woman my entire life. I promise you there are other people just like J.D. Vance who have tried to do the same racist tropes my entire life. And somehow I ascended and became a U.S. Congresswoman. It will not be different when I become a U.S. Senator. And we can have a conversation when I get to the Senate floor if he wants to talk.
Celeste, I'll give you the first word on this. You can go wherever you would like to go.
Well, I tell you all the time, she's exhausting. The whole situation is exhausting. We are absolutely in a war of ideologies. So when people talk about there's a civil war, there is an ideological civil war going on first. There is one side, which side I'm on, which wants to make sure that constitutional rights are secured. There's another side that wants to make sure that special rights are secured. And the problem with special rights are that special rights can be given and taken away. They go with the wind as politics and policies and cultural fashions change. This group can be in favor and then another group gets in power and another group is then in favor. And therefore, what rights are not guaranteed. When you have rights that are granted to you by God and secured for you by the Constitution, those rights are guaranteed. But the other side of the argument does not want to have to guarantee your rights. They want you to have to get your rights as trade for something you give to them. And what they want to do is tear this system down so they can get in the BADA system that they have always desired, which is they want to be able to trade your rights. Well, we'll give you rights if you do this for us. We'll give you rights if you do this for us. And so they hide behind the mask, or shall I say the collective persona of we care about this group of people and we care about that group of people. And the only thing they really care about is trying to use and promote special rights so they can finally get to, which is their actual goal, which is to be able to say no rights are guaranteed. They're all going to be given and taken away based on whoever's in power, which they believe they can capture the centers of power and have them forever. And therefore you will always be subject to them for their rights. Our founding fathers knew this. They had seen this because this had been the way of the world since the beginning of time. And they decided to depart from that and do something new, which is our constitutionally guaranteed rights. We got to be very suspicious of people who are trying to advocate for special rights for anyone. And I don't care how great the cause is and how sympathetic we may be to the persons involved. You cannot give special rights.
Crystal, I'll give you the next word.
Love it.
The Bible says in Proverbs 6:16-19, it says, there are 6 things the Lord hates. No, 7 things he detests. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, a heart that plots evil, feet that race to do wrong, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord in a family. Jasmine actually covers just about every one of those things the Lord hates. And I think she needs to go revisit the scriptures because she embodies exactly a good portion of that. The thing with Jasmine Crockett is, we saw what Jasmine was when we first met her. Everyone goes back to the old clips of her. That she never spoke like that. She never carried herself like that. She never behaved as such. And she's upset because JD Vance said that her fake persona is as fake as her nails. But nothing that he said was wrong, because your persona is not real. What you are giving the world is not real. That is not who you are. And people want to talk about how overqualified you are, but no one can see that because of all your gutter bunny behavior. What do you expect? Everybody's going to see your gutter bunny behavior because that is what you want people to see. You don't want people to see that you have any kind of intelligence and that you know what you're doing. You don't want people to see your accolades. You want people to see that you are some gutter bunny off the street that always popping her mouth, shaking her head, cussing somebody. That is what she likes to do. She likes to portray that gutter bunny behavior. So you can't get upset when somebody calls out that bad behavior, because that's who you want the world to know you as. And my problem with her is that she does this and then she turns around and then wants to play like, well, no, all that I've done. Again, please list all of the things that you got to accomplish for TX30 that I missed. Because I've been going through and looking through TX30 to see the things that you
TX30 in the building.
Exactly, for what they needed done for their community. I'm trying to see what you have got accomplished. If you so overqualified, why wasn't anything accomplished for the place that you represent? This is your community. Why haven't you done anything? I'm so confused. You can't yell overqualified and you have done nothing. Like that those two don't go together. That means you are not qualified. Then when she talked about the last president tried to have the other president, the current president tried to have the last president taken out. I'm sorry. Did I miss? Was Joe Biden the one in Butler? Or did I miss something? Because I'm sure how Butler will look. It was Trump who's got clipped. It wasn't Biden. But again, her lying tongue. She doesn't even know how to. It's like, listen, it just oozes out of her. Lies just ooze out of her. She doesn't know what else to do but to lie. And it irritates me because they try to gaslight you, because it's like you literally have to stop. Wait a minute. Wait, who killed who? My whole entire TikTok feed was like, who she said tried to take who? Because we were confused. Are you trying to switch it? Like, did I miss something? And the last thing I'll say is that little 22-year-old, he knows nada. Him and that other girl that you had. Because I already told you I was in the liberal movement. I was on the left before I came to the right. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, white people found themselves apologizing all the time. In fact, the whole liberal movement is a bunch of white people apologizing for their whiteness. Yes. They constantly, we would start meetings. When I used to work in a nonprofit organizations, white people would get up to apologize for their whiteness constantly. And it used to irritate me. Yeah. Like, why are you apologizing? I know a woman, and I had to chastise her because she had the audacity to say that she has a little boy, and she said, I have to tell my son that he has to be in a constant state of apology for being a white man. It is wrong for him being born as a white man, and he needs to acknowledge his whiteness and how that is horrible to this world. And I was just like, why would you tell your newborn baby that? I'm confused. Why would you tell your little boy to hate himself, to apologize for how God made him? Why would you do that? So when he says exactly what he says in his whole 22 years on this earth, exactly, you only been on this earth 22 years. You lack wisdom. You know nothing about what goes on in this world. That is why you can make a statement like that. The truth of the matter is that liberal movement is toxic. They lie a lot. They like to bear false witness. They have people apologizing. I don't want white people apologizing. Just like I said to the girl on America's Next Top Model over here on my thing. Why do white people have to apologize for anything about their whiteness? This is how I see it. If I have to tear a white person down to lift myself up, then I must think I'm in the gutter, because that's the only reason why you have to tear somebody down so you can lift yourself up. If you can't lift yourself up without tearing somebody else down, then you're in the gutter. And I want people to realize that. That is where you are. And I am nobody's gutter bunny, so I'm not going to ask anybody. I'm not going to tear down no white people, Hispanic people, Asian people. I'm not tearing nobody down because I ain't nobody's gutter bunny. Jasmine is a gutter bunny.
Did we not watch the lady kissing on Jasmine's shoes not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks back. Did we not watch that and talk and discuss that a few weeks back? Like, what is this lady talking about? The fellas, if you guys want to add anything on this, by all means.
I only want to point out that, and I want to amen what was already said, that Jasmine is not an authentic individual. Like, you can say that till the cows come home. But ma'am, just looking at you, you're not authentic. Just looking at you, you're not authentic. You're not your actual natural self. So don't pretend like what JD Vance said. Now, was it snarky? Absolutely. Are you trying to tell me that you're upset by that? You've said far worse, Jasmine.
Right.
But okay, it was snarky. Yeah, I'll give him that for sure. If you had not also said some very snarky things, then I would hold JD Vance to that standard. But you've done that, and I'm gonna hold JD Vance to that standard. But let's go back, ma'am. You're not authentic. That's not. Come on, let's stop it. What have you actually done? Let's get into the brass tacks. As Crystal said right there, TX30 it got questions. They got some questions for you. Answer their questions. What have you actually done for them that's meaningful, that can be pointed to and be objectively observed? Therein is the question. Therein is the rub. I'll pass it to you, D.
Before you go, Minister Danzel, I want to play this for you guys real quick. And then Minister Danzel, I'll give you the first word, and you can go wherever you want to go. On this same show, it's crazy because MSDNC, now they've changed their name to MS Now. They have a lady, Catherine Ramble. They gave her a show. Well, why? I don't know, but they did give her a show. And she was in this interview. She was interviewing Jasmine Crockett, and she gave her an opportunity to kind of lay out her policy agenda. It didn't go well, but I want you guys to listen to this. And then Minister Danzel, you got the first word, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Wait 1 second.
Congresswoman, I'm so glad you brought up policy. I went back and I watched your launch speech about your campaign for Senate, and a lot of it was talking about the back and forth with Trump and other people who have put you down over the years. But there really wasn't that much about policy, so I want to give you the opportunity now to talk a little bit about that. Affordability is on everyone's minds. You talked about extending the ACA subsidies. Can you give us, like, a couple of other examples of policies that you would fight for to help Texans, your constituents, on affordability issues if you were granted a seat in the Senate?
Yeah, so first of all, I think we need to raise the minimum wage. We have not done that in a national way, and so Texas is not taking it upon themselves, so the minimum wage is still $7.25. We can start to go ahead and put more money into working people's pockets, and whether you're a minimum wage worker or otherwise, we know that once you raise the minimum wage, everyone else's wages go up. We know that costs are going up to the extent that we know that when people were showing up in those food lines, as the president was sending $40 billion over to Argentina, instead of making sure that people that are supposed to get their SNAP benefits had their money, we know that there were a lot of working class people. We have somehow decided that in this country, we were okay with 2 senators from Texas voting to make tax cuts for billionaires permanent, while at the same time not being okay with making sure the tax subsidies that are temporary are available as it relates to health care. We also know that we are in Texas and we do trading big. We are one of the largest trading states in this entire world. And with that, we know that we are experiencing record bankruptcies from a lot of our small businesses because of the tariff policies that this president has decided he wanted to implement. It is time to rein him in. It is time to implement some sort of checks and balances because he has exceeded his power. We also know that ultimately, when I came down to making this decision, the Senate is the one that actually has oversight over the Supreme Court. It is time for us to actually exercise some oversight. And this is the only court, the highest court in the land. It's the only one that does not have any type of ethics that they have to follow. I think that we need to look at that. In addition to the fact, anyone who gets a lifetime appointment has to go through the Senate. And so it's time for us to make sure that we have someone who has been in those courtrooms and can make sure that the right judges are on the benches.
Wow. Boy, I need about an hour to go through all of the crazy that she just spewed. However, I got to say this. These people seem to forget that there are video records of their comments. There are video records of their actions. They don't, and this is the thing that blows my mind about and why we are in this constant argument with these people. And I mean, I know a lot of my brothers and sisters, some are even Christians, who don't get just how much they've been brainwashed by the left and how unwilling they are to actually sit down in their spare time and look at some of the conservative presentations about what these people are saying and doing, so that they're outside of that bubble and they can see what's really going on. Because if anybody that does not recognize the kind of person that Jasmine Crockett is, they're not living on planet Earth. At least not in their mind, they're not. Because she's got too much evidence out there that condemns her. And so, again, I keep saying that we have our work cut out for us. I think some of us we need to have some programs where every time a liberal leftist Democrat gets on the media and says something, they need to have an instant response to someone else repeating it and then showing what they actually mean and what they actually said and what they actually did. Because unfortunately, their people don't get how wicked they are and how deceptive they are and how often they use gaslighting to make their people think that they're the cream of the crop when they're the bottom of the barrel. I mean, it's really bad. This is really bad. And they do it with such confidence, you know, and I said before that they will tell you a lie, have their lie exposed, and then they'll tell you the lie again as if the lie hadn't been exposed. That's how serious this is how dedicated they are to their ignorant followers who don't seem to get that. You know, and we have our program, this program here, all of the programs that you guys are doing, they have plenty of material out there if they really want to get the truth. And yet, Jasmine is still a popular person, and she had the audacity to think that she can run for Senate. Why is she thinking that way? Because there's a whole lot of fools out there that's believing that stuff and still following that and drinking the Kool-Aid. This is the danger. And again, I keep saying that this is not a small number of people. There's a wide variety of people out there, and because of the MSNBCs and the CNNs and the Views, which I think is going to be going soon, there's there's so many outlets for them to get this garbage from that I understand why people are blind. I got people in my own church. I got Christian friends of mine, family members, who, when you talk to them about this stuff, they go from 0 to 100 with anger just because you suggested that a Jasmine Crockett makes no sense. Just because you suggested that there's no such thing as systemic racism, it drives them crazy. So when are we going to start calling this a mental health issue? That's my question. When are we going to start calling it a mental health issue and start helping these people out mentally because they need some medication or something? But the best solution is intelligent dialogue and forcing them to think through what they're saying. And it takes time. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way.
Yeah. Anybody else want to add anything, or we can kind of keep it moving if you guys would like?
I want to say one quick thing. We should get very used to hearing these talking points. That, as I said before, Democrats govern nationally, so they've got a term now that they can package called the affordability crisis. And in the places where Democrats rule, there is an affordability crisis. Most cities are more and more, they're affordable now and becoming more and more unaffordable. So the issue is not that there is an affordability crisis, because Republicans are going to have to find some kind of defense for this, because there is an affordability crisis. The problem is
that they caused.
Connect the affordability crisis with their policies. They have somehow managed to talk to their voters and tell them that this affordability crisis is some magic that appeared out of the sky, that has no history and that has no linkage to the policies, that right? No connection to the policies that they've created. Republicans are going to have to be able to show that the reason you can't afford anything is because of the regulations and the governance of these very people. And if they don't do that, they will not win the midterms, and 2028 is in jeopardy. So be prepared, get ready. This is not a flash in the pan. They have nothing else. The affordability crisis, and their voters are suffering under one, and they don't know why. We have to tell them why.
Celeste, you're absolutely right, Celeste. It's going to take us, and honestly, I think it's also going to take the Republican Party and their messaging next year and going into the 2028 election, but I don't even want to focus on 2028 right now. We got to focus on 26. Right. And we got to talk about the policies that have been put in place to help lower lower, the affordability. But we also got to make sure that folks have an understanding as to who to blame for the affordability crisis. Right. So both things need to be done, because you have a lot of people that if they only watch mainstream media, they believe that, hey, the reason we're in the situation we're in right now when it comes to affordability is because of President Trump. And last time I checked, the previous 4 years was probably the most expensive that it's been in our country, at least in my lifetime as an adult paying bills. I would assume, I guess my grandparents would probably say something different in the 70s when things got really crazy with the embargo, the oil embargo and things of that nature. But we got to make sure that the finger is being pointed at the right people. And it can't just be, well, it's not us, it's them. You got to come with the receipts as well.
Got to document it. That's right.
You got to come with the receipts.
Just like you did saying that you had people in food lines. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the Democrats are the one who decided that they will keep y'all starving until they get what they wanted. So again,
and they lied about that.
They like to rewrite history like we don't have it right here, that to show that you were the ones who said we would rather them starve so that we can get what we want. All of y'all were saying that. So don't turn around and say, oh no, the Republicans have a starving. No, they don't. Y'all do. And we have to make it our business to call it all out.
Didn't they lie and say that it was the Republicans that were holding up the money when they were the ones holding up the money? Yeah. I mean, the blatant lying. Yeah. The blatant lying has to be exposed. I'm so with you, Celeste, and y'all. We have to document this, Brother Wise. You're right. We have to document this and make it clear who's really caused the problem and who's really causing the problem, because that's where their power is at. Yeah, they're convincing their constituency that it's the other side that's causing all the problems. That's where their power is at. Once you pull that rug up from under them, they have no place to go.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. JD Vance, I think he was nice when he said that Jasmine Crockett was fake as nails. Had he said she is fake as that wig she has on her head, that would have done it. That would have done it. Hey, he might have exploded TikTok if he would have said that, though.
That would have been on repeat. What you talking about? That would have been on repeat.
That would have been crazy.
Could he have got away with that? Jay Witt? Hey man, she's fake, man. She's fake as that wig. Those wigs she be wearing. Well, could he have got away with that?
No, I don't think so. But then I also don't think he needed to go there. But
nah, he didn't.
I don't think. And I've said this has been my critique about the Trump presidency. They do get into the weeds and into the gutter a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Agreed.
You know what, Jay Witt? I agree with you, bro. But at the same time, for years, people on the right have been taking the high road when the left goes low, and they kept going lower and lower and lower and lower. Finally, hey, if they all want to get in the mud and fight, we got to get in there in the mud and fight with you, bro.
I totally get you. I agree. But there's some things I would rather Trump and the administration work on besides trying to go back and forth in Twitter, back and forth in the stuff like that. Why don't you just show and prove? Resolve some of these issues that a lot of people are dealing with right now. And if you just dealt with gas prices, let's use that as an example, then you can get to the gutters. If you dealt with some of these other issues that really have a chokehold on the American people, all American people, and then you want to get into a little Twitter back and forth, I can rock with you.
Amen.
But we still playing these doggone, Magnum cum laude gas prices, and you in the gutter? Come on, can we meet them there? That's my only pushback.
Amen.
No,
satire is very effective, but it has to be done intelligently and it has to be done appropriately, because when it's not done effectively, when you look like they do, then you're accused of being like they are. So we definitely have to use wisdom in our satire and really nail them, but do it classy. Amen. Because that way they have no place to go. They can't survive that.
It's hard to say Jasmine Crockett hasn't produced anything, and there are things that we want you to have produced, and you busy getting into a street fight with Jasmine Crockett, who we don't believe has produced anything. But sir, we need you to produce some things as well. Yeah. Not saying they didn't produce anything, but that's all. I think you separate yourselves, then the sarcasm really stings like it should.
Yes, there you go.
And I agree, and I do understand the sentiment. I definitely do. But what we do understand is that we live in a world of sound bites and
Oh yeah,
clips,
that's why it's got to be tight.
and we also live in a world where mainstream media is, Democrat, liberal ran, and they push propaganda for
True.
one side. If it was actually fair and balanced, like the coverage across the board, if it was fair and balanced, I would definitely, be with you guys, I guess 100%. But because it's not fair and balanced when it comes to the reporting, what we do know is that we have one side that can do whatever. They can say whatever. They can go as low as they feel they need to go. And they'll go lower if they feel like they have to. And for a long time, you've had the other side that kept taking the high road, and the messaging was off. The messaging was off, in my opinion. But
No,
I'm
I-
sorry. I'm
Here.
just petty patty. So I'm here for all of
I
it
know
because
you
I'm
love
petty
it.
patty.
I know you love
and
it.
I'm
I know
here.
you do. I'm not mad that you love it. This is my only thing, though. This is my only thing. I want to go back to the conversation we're having at the beginning about Christmas decorations and such like that. One of the main reasons why is you said that you don't have Christmas decorations up right now was you said what? Your electric bill.
Yeah.
If Trump and them were doing whatever and people didn't care about the electric bill and my house is lit up like the Griswolds, then go for it. Knock them out. Get in the gutter. But at the current moment, there's a lot of other things that, again, have a stranglehold on the American people that I don't think people really care about. Like, I don't really care about the fact that Jasmine Crockett is ineffective because I can't afford to light my house up like the Griswolds. And my neighbor across the street, they got the house lit up and I can't even sleep at night because they got so much light. And now I'm mad. And it's all y'all fault. Y'all over here fighting about this and I can't afford my lights.
Yeah, I think both has to be done, and I think we have to do it classy because that's nothing worse than taking on the character of your enemy. And people recognize that, and then that character becomes a tool for them to use against you. And that's very important. I think it's very important for us to maintain a level of decorum, a level of wisdom, so when we nail them, we can nail them. They have no comeback. That's very important. That helps us because that helps us to expose where they are and who they are. If we utilize their tools and their tactics, then we become like them. Or even if we're not like them, someone can accuse us of being like them. There was a recent interview a Democratic, I forgot his name, a guy, the Democrat that's becoming more Republican now. He was on CNN. And he was talking about
Fetterman.
There you go. Yeah, he was talking about how horrible the left is, how much more horrible the left is than the right. And even the CNN host, she had to say, yeah, I can see it was getting through to her that these people are demonic and they are really wicked when it comes to their way of they respond to our perspectives and views, as opposed to how we respond to their perspective and views. This was said on CNN, so it's being noticed. It's being noticed that they're crazier. They're much crazier. You saw what happened when Charlie got shot. How wonderful, how happy they were about it. That's normal for them. So we can't let ourselves go down to their level. We got to keep it sharp, though. I think I'm with you, Wise. We got to be sharp. We got to nail them. We got to let them know how stupid they are. Jesus did it. He did it. He was not about. He called Herod a fox. He called the scribes and Pharisees hypocrites. He called them serpents and offspring of vipers. He wasn't shy. Amen. But he still did it with class. And when he got through, people knew who they were and what they were, and they couldn't accuse him of anything negative. Powerful.
Yeah. I'm there with you. I'm still with Crystal. I'm on the petty patty side of things. I'm still there. Get petty with him.
Let it be petty. Let it be petty. Let there be pettiness.
We praying for you.
Shout out to Messy Shine coming through. Been a member for a month. Shout out to the panel and chat. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, sister. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brother Jay Witt, for gifting 10 ARP family memberships.
Get up in
man.
there.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. If you did receive one of those, make sure you show Jay Witt some love. Show him some love. Shout out to Malachi coming through with the $2 super sticker. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Quincy coming through with the $5 super chat. Says, I'm withholding my like till Die Hard is represented in the movie poll. Oh, okay. I'll have to update that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Quincy. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Hunter coming through with the $20 super chat. Says, I don't need to apologize for nothing, and Kooky Crackpot can't tell me what it is. I thank God for the way he made me. I am also part Native American and South American. Is she going to say those sides of me are a problem too? Oh, okay. Shout out to you, Hunter. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to LJ coming through with a $2 super chat. Wise back to thugging and bugging. Oh, no. We're never going back there.
You ain't going back? Don't go back
No,
now.
I don't want to go back there, man. Shout out to Deb coming through with the $10 super chat. Says, Merry Christmas to my ARP family. Love rocking with you all. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. Appreciate you, Deb. Oh, all righty. We're going to keep it moving. Okay. So there is a Chinese, I don't know if he's a Chinese American or if he's, just Chinese, but he basically is calling out spoiled Americans. And he's explaining why Chinese people prefer to come to the United States of America. I want to play this clip for you guys, and we'll keep it moving.
I don't know why Chinese people move to US. Because life is easy in US. Like, to go to university here, like the top Harvard, Princeton, all these fancy universities, it's much easier to get into these universities compared to top universities in China. Because in China, the entry exam is extremely fair, but also very difficult. So it doesn't matter what family connection or how much money you have, you can't make it to those school by those, other assets besides the test itself. Where in US, you basically just need money and connection, then you can make it anywhere. And then the jobs. In China, jobs, really good jobs, are difficult to find. And you work super hard for years and years, right? There's like a working culture that's like, 9 to 9, 6 days a week. Where in US, like, yeah, there are a few companies that does that, but like, you're not working that much hour. And you get a lot more salary and stocks, essentially, as an award. Versus China, you get a good salary relative to your income, or your cost of living. But it's not as much as US. So people move to US because life is easier. And most Americans don't realize that because you have it so easy for decades and decades. For certain people, not everyone. But that's why. And this is why I actually think like it's so important to do business with China. And because basically like you have a country that is like brewing and super competitive in everything. Whatever comes out of there, you take it to the rest of the world, it would just be like a superstar, So whatever imports you want to bring in, whatever services you want to bring from China to the rest of the world, like you just become a superstar. I can just give you my personal experience. I moved to Canada when I was like 10. I just turned 10. So like grade 5. I was probably the dumbest kid in class in China. Like I was like barely passing. I was like not a good student. When I moved to Canada, I was the smartest kid. Like I was a couple grades ahead. I was doing like math that was so complicated. Everyone was like, oh my God. The teachers asked me to like go to the front of class and like show what I did. I was like, oh, okay, all right. And it's funny, after I sat down, there was a Russian kid, really nice guy, blonde hair, blue eye. He's like, I knew this too. I just pretend I don't know them, so I'll fit in. I was like, oh, interesting.
Wow. Crystal, I'll give you the first word on this, man. What are your thoughts?
I mean, he's 100% right. I can't even argue. I can't even say what he says is wrong because I was my family's from Trinidad, and even in Trinidad, the entrance exams for the different levels in school is extremely hard. It's not something that you can breeze by. I don't even think they believe in what do you call it? No Child Left Behind. They don't believe in that. You look at the children, because I always show these, like I sit and watch the videos with my daughter and stuff like that, and these little kids in like I want to say they're not even in second grade yet, and they're sitting there learning how to hand-eye coordination. They're learning how to cook. They're learning all kinds of stuff in China that American children are not even close to even comprehending. So I understand why he says it's easier, because it is easier. You know that in America, definitely connection and power, connection and money can get you into college. There are a lot of people that are legacy students in schools because their parents, you know, have a lot of money. They gave an endowment here. They did this over there. They've done so much. So even if your child is a total failure, they're going to get into Harvard. They're going to get into one of these Ivy League schools because they are your child and you've given a lot of money to the school. I can't even, like I said, I can't even argue with anything he says, because I always say this, and y'all know I love to say this, because people haven't touched the grass, they have no idea what happens outside of the United States. So they have no idea how much harder it is outside. And that is why as much as you see the younger generation that's coming up and they talk about how much they hate America and America's such a horrible place, and you know, so on and so forth about America, I'm like, you have no idea what it's like outside of the US. That's why you can say that. If you had to go and live in these other countries, work in these other countries, get education systems in these other countries, you will be begging to come back to America. You will be begging. We still have that video of that girl that decided that when Trump came in office, she was running to Africa and because she gonna be there with her people, and then she was begging to come back to America because she was like, hold on, it's a little different out here. Over here a little bit tough. So I just want people to understand, enjoy the country that you live in, the freedoms that you have, and all the things, because in reality, outside of these here United States, it is not easy at all. I mean, I know that entrance exams and things like that people have to do in other countries, and it's not easy at all.
Yeah, Crystal, you're absolutely right. I don't think people understand that in order to get into college in a lot of countries, they're identifying students very early. They have a track that they send them through once they hit, you know, I guess about that teenage, you know, time frame, 13, 14 years old, and they have these placement exams. But they kind of have identified probably by about 11, 12, 13 who their doctors, who their engineers, who their scientists are. And because most countries don't have a true middle class the way that we have. And we don't have, most countries don't have the safety nets that we have either. And so you have to compete, and it's extremely competitive. And that's something that we've lost here in our nation because we have it so good. And, you know, we just don't want to compete. And we don't understand that we're not competing just here in the country. It's actually it's global competition now. You're competing against the world. And so many of us don't understand it, and we don't understand how good we have it. And then you have a party that has allowed millions of people to come over here and compete against Americans who aren't really prepared to compete on the level that they need to be on. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even understand it. So even though you have people advocating for these people to be here, they don't understand why they're being displaced, because these people, they've been training to come over here and take your spot. You have no idea, you know, how to go out and compete. They're not willing to compete. And they really don't know how good they have it, you know, here in our nation. And it's just unfortunate. But when you see people like this speaking and come out and say, hey, man, the U.S. is easy in comparison. What were you going to say, Crystal?
I was going to say, and if you ever notice, a lot of these kids, when they come from different countries, even if they're not speaking great English, a lot of them, they can't speak it. But if they're not speaking great English, do you know every time, it doesn't matter what grade, they're always light years ahead of all the students.
Yes.
Like they can skip multiple grades because they already surpass what we're now learning. So I just wanted to point out, a lot of people don't realize that so what that guy said about him being the dumbest in China, but then coming to Canada and he was the smartest boy. That's reality, because the dumbest is actually usually light years ahead of American students.
Celeste, you want to get in there?
Yeah. First of all, I think it's a scathing indictment on the American education system. We used to have among the highest quality of public education in the world until the Department of Education was codified into law. And if you look Ever since Jimmy Carter put the Department of Education and made education a federal priority, we have slipped in our space year after year until I believe now among developed nations, we are at the bottom. We are among the lowest in providing high quality education. There was a book called Tiger Mom. It was a New York Times bestseller. And this woman wrote this book, and she basically said that the East was going to overtake the West. And she said the reason is because she said that she raised her children. You have to read the book, but she raised her children. And she said that she had 2 girls, her girls, such an incredibly difficult time. They had to master an instrument that she picked. And for the worst behaved child, she picked the hardest instrument. So she was like, I'm going to frustrate you out of this bad behavior. They could not socialize and have friends. They did not sleep over. And even in the instruments that they played, they had to play them competitively. Everything they did, they had to master, and it had to be competitive, and it took hours in the day. So they were practicing before school, they had homework, then they had homework, then they had her practice, and all they could do is sleep and do that. And she said that the hardest thing her children would ever have to do was live in her house. And everything they ever did after they left her would be easy. It would be easy for them to go to med school. It would be easy for them to go to law school. It would be easy for them to be engineers, because if they could survive her, everything else would be a cakewalk.
Right.
And would be easy. And she said that is why she said the East was going to eventually overtake the West. We have a culture where we are teaching our young people, and we are to prioritize their feelings and not their knowledge. And this is why you get these people, as in the last clip, the gentleman who couldn't talk without all the profanity, because what he's showing you is his emotion, which he has been encouraged to show, because the greater level the emotion in their language, the more articulate you are. We have not provided these people with the vocabulary and the thinking capacity to display anything else other than feelings. It is terrible what we've done. It is reasonable that we have fallen so low in our so-called educational pursuit. I don't believe we actually even have one. I think what we really have, public education has just become a jobs program for teachers. Yep. And teachers are people who don't want to work past work.
Yeah.
Amen.
Not just teachers, administrators, and other folks. That's pretty much what it is. You're right. Ms. Dancer, you want to get in there?
It is not at all about education. There is no emphasis. There is no priority. There is no interest in actually producing children who are going to be able to grow up and conduct themselves as free citizens and people who can sustain their lives. And I believe that they've done that because they don't want anybody to be able to be independent of government. So as emotional as you are and as stupid as you are now highly qualified to be a subject of the government.
Amen.
Free people can't do that, but emotional dumb people can.
Absolutely correct.
Wow.
Thank you all for your astute observation about what's going on in our education system. It is very serious, and it's all intentional. John Dewey, a long time ago, made it clear that what his intentions were for our education system. And unfortunately, this is why I often say why it's so important to have true American-loving politicians in office. When you elect the wrong person to office, they have the power to put in place policies that's going to do what they want to do. And a lot of them didn't love America. And so we're seeing the fruits of that. They've dumbed down our nation. They've taken over our education system, and they're intentionally dumbing down American citizens. And that's not a small thing. That's not a small thing. It's a dangerous thing, and it may eventually result in America being completely overrun by foreign powers. But hopefully, with our new president, and we're going to be undoing a lot of this mess. I think he was talked about disbanding the education department, which should have been done a long time ago. But yes, other people know how easy it is over here, And I think it's very important that we as American citizens start taking our education system seriously. I think it's important that our parents start taking their children's education very seriously. And we need to start pushing back, because otherwise we will lose our nation. If you get the education, you get the nation. And we've got to start pushing back on that. Got to stop promoting stupidity and letting our college be status quo and not providing any real education to the students. We need to lock these colleges down that's not doing their job. We need to get rid of the presidents of these colleges that are not doing their job. And we need to start taking more responsibility and putting the right people in these high schools and universities to do the job that we want them to do for our children. That's our responsibility as American citizens.
Jay Witt, you want to get in there?
No, I agree 100%. And I hate that we've created an environment that is so easy to prosper in and to be rewarded for the bare minimum. And our own constituents, our own base, doesn't realize how good we have it until somebody else comes and takes advantage of it.
Amen.
And then it is bellyache that somebody took advantage of it, but they didn't take advantage of it themselves.
Amen.
I mean, again, wherever, show me a place that's better. I would love to know a country that's better than America, and to see that we're still missing out on the opportunities because we're busy complaining about somebody, what was it, musically profiling us in an Uber. What was it? What did he say? Musically profiling?
Yes,
I gotta bring that back because we
profiling.
cannot let that go. We gotta make sure that one, we gotta make that great again. But like musically profiling us in an Uber rather than the wonderful opportunities that we have to succeed and prosper here in the United States is second to none. So yeah, that's it.
And Wise, I recommend Wall Builders. If you check out Wall Builders, they have a video on the American education, and it talks about where we were and where we are now as a result of having the wrong people in power of positions. But they do a great job at documenting the history of our education system and the type of people we had in our education years ago when we were founded, as opposed to now. The intellectual capacity is so much different and so much higher back then than it is now, and that's on us.
That's true. I was just talking to my cousin, and she was talking about, and they're either just graduated from high school and going into college or in college, and we were talking, and they were like, yeah, most of the kids are graduating high school, they don't know how to read. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Or reason.
But that's for a reason. I mean, you guys got to understand, they want to enslave the population again.
Right.
And they understand that it's a process to do so. But if we can dumb down the population, an uneducated population, a population that can't read, is easily controlled, easily manipulated. Look at what's happening right now. It doesn't take much to trigger these people.
You played the videos. That's right.
It doesn't take much. Think about our country right now. Think about all of these people. We just had someone from China come that says like, hey, the US is easy, right? You just had that. And I'm sure I could have found more clips just like this of other people coming over from other countries saying, we came over here because it's easy. Americans, they're not. What he's really saying is that people here in North America, those in the US, y'all aren't competition. Y'all are easy. Y'all are easy work. We can come over here and we can take over. We can come over here and we can take over. And the thing is that we're seeing it. Who owns all the businesses?
Thank you.
You think about the small businesses, especially in certain neighborhoods, who owns those things?
Asian community.
And whose fault is that?
Well, you get a multitude of folks that say, well, they giving these people something. Well, we've talked about that on this channel. We've talked about how much, a lot of these, immigrants have been given to come over here.
And when you go to these businesses in these communities, who's on the cash register?
That's right.
The child.
The child.
Right.
Yep. The kids.
The success, your destiny is wrapped up in the success of this business. And you better learn to work it just like we do.
Yep.
That's right.
The kids
you better not mess the money up either.
They're not sitting in the back on their Game Boy and got their thumbs moving. They're up at the register writing down your order and giving you correct change.
And they are not so entitled or prideful that they would refuse to do it. They will do it. They will learn the dry cleaning business and open up multiple of them. They will learn the convenience store business and open up multiple. They will learn the hair store business and plop themselves down in all of the different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And
They basically taking over the beauty supply stores.
Yeah.
You know.
They don't care.
Yet you have black people complaining about them and fussing about what we don't have, but they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
exactly.
So this is my point. We the biggest blame. We can't blame anybody else.
No, I don't blame anybody else but ourselves. We've allowed this to transpire. We've allowed this to happen.
That's right.
Couple super chats to read. Let's see here. Thank you, Deb, again for coming through with the $5 super chat. It says, Crystal, do you have Bible study tonight? I love our panel. Grateful for each one.
Amen.
Thank you,
I
Deb.
don't have any tonight. Tonight, I may do a Christmas special tomorrow, but yeah, nothing.
You're
tonight.
taking a little bit of time. That's right. You did say that. You did say that.
Yeah.
Shout out to DeAndre, been a member for a month. Merry Christmas panel. Chat, much love. Happy New Year. Shout out to you, DeAndre. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much, Jeff. Shout out to you, brother, coming through with the $11 super chat. Says, Merry Christmas to all. Jesus is the reason for the season. All right.
Amen.
And shout out to DeAndre, been a member for a month. Says, Trading Places is 100% the best Christmas movie. Who's putting out they cools on my floor? Eddie Murphy. And with that being said, I want to transition. So we had the poll here. I don't know if I can pull it up. I wonder if they'll allow me to pull it up. Maybe not. Actually, I might have to just share my screen and do it that way. Maybe we'll do it like that. But while I'm doing this, I want to hear from the panel. What's the go-to? What's the go-to Christmas movie that you're watching? What's the best Christmas movie of all time, in your opinion? We'll start with Celeste. What's your go-to Christmas movie, sister?
All right, shout out to the chat. Die Hard and The Family Guy with Nicolas Cage.
Okay, Die Hard. I didn't realize that Die Hard was a Christmas movie, the first one, but I guess it is. I guess it is a Christmas movie.
It's controversial, but I'm on the yes. It is a Christmas movie.
Okay. And you said, what was the other one? The Family Man?
The Family Man with Nicolas Cage and Don Cheadle. He gets this glimpse of this life that he would have lived if he had made different decisions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Okay. I wouldn't put that up on my list as top Christmas movies, but Jay Witt, what's the Christmas movie that the family's watching?
We're watching it tonight. It's my favorite. It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Okay. That's old school. That's old school.
Which, by the way, I think Celeste's movie, Nicolas Cage's movie, uses that as a template. There's a lot of template movies that have. There's a lot of movies that have used It's a Wonderful Life as a template. But yes, It's a Wonderful Life tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you on It's a Wonderful Life, one of my favorites. A Miracle on 34th Street is one of my favorites, and also The Greatest Story Ever Told.
Okay.
Oh.
Get it all in there. That movie gets it all in there.
For me, because my sister and I sing this song all the time, White Christmas is my favorite movie of all times. And we always sing the sister song together. I love White Christmas. That's like one of my, I cannot go through a Christmas without seeing that. Home Alone, definitely Home Alone. I'm a Home Alone person. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
That I have to watch that every year. That movie right there, I have to watch that every year.
Okay.
Oh, and The Sound of Music. Definitely The Sound of Music. I saw people putting that in. The Sound of Music, absolutely.
Good one.
Okay.
What is your advice?
Mine, I really don't have a favorite. I do like Home Alone, the first one. I do like the Home Alone. And actually Home Alone 1 and 2 are up there high on the list. I do like the classic, A Christmas Carol. I do like some of the classics out there,
The dog does too.
He's been going through it today, guys. He's been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. His stomach's jacked up. His stomach's jacked. I'm gonna have to take him back outside here in a second.
Amen.
But let's see. I like the Grinches Who Stole Christmas as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And there's a few others out there, but I'm not a real big Christmas movie guy. But the poll here. Hold up a second, guys.
Okay, so I'll pick up. All right. Well, if he's able, he's not able to pull the poll up. But go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Jay Witt?
I was just gonna. I thought you were gonna like leave us for a second. I just was gonna jump in and start talking about random stuff, just so there might be sound from the boogie down. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, is that up there? All right, pull it up and then go.
There we go. Give me a second,
Take
guys.
the dog. There you go. All right. So Home Alone 41%, The Grinch That Stole Christmas 12%, A Christmas Carol 34%, and Trading Spaces 14%.
Well, I
All
understand. I understand Christmas Carol because that that's like that the generic, Christmas story.
Yeah,
I definitely understand Home Alone as well.
All right, I have been cinematically profiled.
Cinematically profiled?
Yes.
Please tell us more about this,
Yes,
please.
I have been cinematically profiled.
Cinematically profiled.
Let me hear
is
about
crazy.
this.
Yes, tell us.
Yeah, I
Type
read-
cinematic profile in the chat, y'all.
Yes, I can't-
Cinematic profiling is crazy.
Explain,
Okay.
Celeste.
That
Yes,
was
please.
TJ Witt, because I feel I want to know why Die Hard was not in among the top choices. And the gentleman who said earlier that he was going to withhold his life, I said I wanted Die Hard. That's right, Tammy Pierce. What about Die Hard? We're gonna come together, okay? And we're gonna all come together on the Die Hard.
I love Die Hard. I
just Die Hard was so good that I didn't get the Christmas content didn't phase me. I was so good.
That's
It
what I
was so
think.
well
Yeah.
done. That the Christmas content, I mean, it was in there, but it just wasn't the main thing in the movie. It didn't phase me.
They would have never been able to get him if they weren't having that party.
That's
That
true.
Christmas party.
There's this show on it's either TNT or one of them channels, and it's like this. It's the Dark Scrooged. Oh my gosh! If y'all have ever seen it, it's the darkest Scrooge I've ever seen. The Darkest Christmas Carol. Y'all have to find it. It is like the most dramatic. Dark. It should be up here.
For
More people
Christmas?
should see it because it's really, really good.
Is it Darkens good?
It's-
Like what makes it good?
That's what I'm not getting. That sounds like an oxymoron.
It's dramatic. It's suspenseful. Not like you don't know the Christmas Carol story, but the way they put it together, you're just sitting down there. You're just like, you have to turn your lights down for it. You got it. Like, it's one of those type of movies.
I'm still not getting it. I'm still not getting it. What makes it good?
Yeah, I must be slow.
Me
It's-
too.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
slow.
the way they told the story. It's the way, and it's based in England, like in the poor parts of England, and
That's where Scrooge took place.
no, I know, but the way it's the cinematic way of it, how they have it in black and blue, that dark black and blue type of look. I can't explain it to y'all. I'm gonna send y'all the video. I'm gonna send it to y'all, and y'all gonna watch it because y'all have to watch. Because it's, when I say dark, I mean it's so dramatic. It has you at the edge of your seat. It will make you jump. It's not a horror movie. It's more like a suspense. It's more like
Does it have a good godly ending?
Of course.
That's all I need to know.
Look at the
Okay.
eyes.
All right, that's all I need to know. That's all I want to know. Okay, I'm just
Because-
making sure you're not taking it down the dark side.
Because
Oh, I think she's taking us down the dark
Tiny
side.
Tim.
I think so.
Tiny Tim comes, Tiny Tim does what he does at the end of the movie. But
Did
yeah,
Tim make a comeback? He make a comeback? Okay.
it was good. Tiny Tim was good at the end. He was sweet. But people were dying, and you were seeing how they were dying. It was a whole thing. I'm telling you, it was a whole thing. Y'all have to watch it.
Okay, all right. But
Yeah, so it looks like the poll it was Home Alone. That's what it looks like. Home Alone won. But I guess the list wasn't that great. I threw Trading Places out there. Trading Places is one of my favorite movies. I just watched it. And it is on the list as a Christmas movie. It's on the list as a Christmas movie.
That was
there are
classic.
Christmas-
That was funny.
Yeah, it's classic. Classic movie. 1983, man. 1983. Came out.
But I'm just down for the Christmas movies that really big up Jesus. That's all I'm saying. I love that.
Okay, I can dig it. Shout out to Ro coming through with the $2 super chat. Says, I can't believe Bad Santa didn't make the list.
You're never gonna make these people happy. You're never gonna make these people happy.
Never.
And it would not, sir. I found it. It's called A Christmas Carol by FX, and it came out in 2019. That my daughter brought it for me. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. I don't even know if it's like the picture of it. Can y'all see the picture of how dark?
Let's see if we can highlight you real quick.
Yeah.
Big screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I get it for you guys so that y'all can see, and I'll send it to you. That I'm telling you, it is a dark movie, and I love it. Everybody should watch it. Everyone.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That doesn't sound good though.
It is. Yes.
The way you say it, I'll take your word for it. Just the way you say it, it's like
Yeah, like why?
Because
I don't get it, but it's okay. I'm slow.
I love
All right.
the cinematic, dramatic.
Drama, yeah. I hear you.
It's something.
Shout out to Hunter with the $2 super chat. Says, I enjoy watching Christmas, I'm assuming, shows as well.
Okay. Shout out.
Thank you, Hunter. Papa Died with the $10 super chat. Says, panel, if you had to pick a Scrooge from the panel, who would it be? I'll give a hint. He doesn't watch Christmas movie. He doesn't give him no lights. Merry Christmas.
Papa Dog coming for you. Papa Dog coming for you.
He coming for you, Wise. He coming for you.
Dang, Papa Dog. Tell us how you really feel. Sheesh.
Papa Dog came for you in this one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That was actually a good joke, Papa Dot. I'll give you one. You got that one. You got that one. That was a good one. That was good. That was good.
I love that.
All right. Shout out to the Lunatic Libertarian with the $5 super chat. Says, how do you build community counteracting years of negative programming? Okay. Would anybody like to take a swing at that?
How do you build community?
How do you build community counteracting years of negative programming?
Okay, I'll take a stab at it. You start by laying a new foundation and that foundation must be truth. And that truth must be the reality of who Christ is. And everybody who's adding and building to said community has to realize his or her shortfalls, where they fall short in light of who Christ is. And by that reality, that's how you deal with the negative. It might be negative things that your grandma taught you. It might be negative things that you do currently, whatever. But all those things must come to the foot of the cross and be dealt with. And from there, you can build community, just like we've done here on this channel.
I also think that you need to become more involved with your community itself. You need to get to know people around you, who's there, what their pros and cons are, and you connect with people who have like mind, and then together you guys work on winning other people to God. It's networking. Amen. Getting to know people, understand, and you can find people that are like-minded, and then you get together, you start strategizing. This doesn't happen by osmosis. You got to put some work in.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I think it's just baby steps. Because take for instance, especially in the world where people don't even know their neighbors anymore. People don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Like we went next door and said hello to our neighbor, and I knew she was someone that had kids, so we gave them school supplies because my kids are out of school. So I gave them school supplies.
There you go.
They in turn brought us some of their Egyptian bread pudding, and then then my mom made them a Christmas like different wreaths, and then they gave us some Egyptian baklava. Like it's just been, you're there for each other, you look out for each other. So I think it's just it starts with the little things. It really does start with the little things. Yes. And treating people the way you would want to be treated, respecting people the way you would want to be respected. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't treating people the way that they would want to be treated. I think we need to get back to that.
Amen.
And if there's somebody you can't reach, that's okay. That's for someone else to do.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent point.
Understand yourself as a resource and spend your resource wisely.
Right.
There's some holes you can pour in to the cows come home, and those holes will never fill up for you. That's for someone else to do.
That's
You
right.
find people that you can persuade, that you can speak to, everybody's not going to be for you, and that's okay.
Good point. Yes.
No argument for me.
And please be authentic. Do not be fake like fake nails. Please don't do that. Be authentic.
Oh, no.
We don't need personas. Be yourself. Because I think people see through the fake. They see through the fake real easy. So when you come in there with the fake, you're just like, I don't want to deal with it. But when you are your authentic self, then the thing is, when you are your authentic self, you will weed out those that will only like you for a certain reason versus those who like you for you being you. So be your authentic self.
Absolutely. Good answers, man. Good answers. Shout out to Hunter with the $2 super chat. Says, no, it's Christmas shoes wise. It's a movie. Okay.
Yes, but I just looked it up. It's a Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe is in this
Rob
movie.
Lowe. Okay. Never heard of Christmas shoes. Okay. All right.
Well, shout out to Christmas shoes.
All righty. Well, with that being said, we're right there at that 2-hour mark. So like I said, I don't want to hold on to you guys, but I do appreciate you guys pulling up today. Christmas right around the corner. Any plans? Any of you guys got anything going on? I know Jay Wick got the entire family at the house, so I know y'all doing it big over there. I know y'all doing it big at the Witt family, the Witt household. Y'all been doing it real big.
Well, we're crushing it. Yeah, we're crushing it. No, we are. We're going Christmas caroling today with church. Tomorrow is Christmas light candlelight service. We're going to a friend of ours' house to celebrate on Christmas Eve, and then we'll be back here probably to sleep and do nothing.
I love that. People Christmas carol. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, seriously. Wow.
Yeah,
Are you singing?
Yeah.
I would love that.
Are you
Say
singing?
again?
Are you singing?
Let me tell you what's not going to happen.
I'm
You know, I'm Presbyterian.
He's not trying to kill Christmas.
Presbyterians do believe in making a joyful noise.
Amen.
Unto the Lord. So
I was gonna say, we're gonna need that footage, man. We're gonna need that footage.
Let me tell you what's not going to happen. Help you out. There won't be any footage.
I'm like, hey, man, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the footage.
And
Jay
you
Witt
will-
out there on the Christmas carol.
And you will not.
Please do, please. We can make it a private meeting. I would love
Members only. There you go. Members only.
Members.
Yeah.
There you go.
$500 drop right there.
My cousin's here with her kids,
Shout out
and
to
then
your cousins.
and of course, Wise's favorite, ridiculously blessed. My daddy will be here, so I'm excited. So we're going to do some stuff. We went to the Christmas Kindle German market last night in Roswell, and next
My daughter went Sunday. My daughter
She
went
did?
Yep, she was there
I'm
Sunday.
thinking now I'm gonna go over to the one in Lawrenceville next, because there's another one. There's one in Lawrenceville, and then they have a whole area that's lit up, so you can see the houses lit up. So I think we're gonna go do that.
Since you don't light your own house up, you go watch other people light their house up. I see. That works. That works.
My house is lit now. Let me tell you all. My house has the decor, and everyone who's been following Vlogmas, they got to see my house lit up with its Christmas trees. They got to see the wreaths, because we do it over here. I saw my mama pull down all the meat, so which that means we got to get to seasoning of all the food, because cooking starts very soon. So that I did say I may have a Christmas special, and that Christmas special may be y'all seeing how we cook up all the different foods that we prepare for Christmas, since Rolando wanted oxtail recipes. So if he tunes in, he'll get to see the
Rolando
oxtail.
gonna say he want that invite. What are you talking about? Tune in.
Invite.
Tune in.
Get an invite, sir.
And by tune in, he means
tune in.
Why she gonna be passing that?
Why
she gonna be passing that Christmas? She's gonna be passing that offering plate around after Christmas.
That part. And then we're gonna play the games. All those games that you see that I don't know if y'all seen them on Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube Shorts. Those games where you flip the bottle, or you try to guess the soda in order, just the cans of soda in order, or y'all never seen those games?
I feel game discriminated against.
You feel game discriminated? You feel game profiled?
Game profile. There we go.
Game profiles. Yeah.
No, there's these really cool games that they have. I'll send y'all the link. And it's all these different games where it's just like things that you have around the house, and you play like you're trying to get the ball into a cup, and then you have to guess which, like there's a box there, and you have to figure out which can matches which can. Then you have to flip the bottle. Like you have so much going on. So we go see. Thank you, LJ. She play games, so she gonna be playing games, and I'm excited. We probably gonna sing some karaoke as well. That's what we do over here. We have a whole thing.
Okay.
All right.
We have a
Get
Christmas
some bang.
concert tomorrow at church. We're gonna do a Christmas Eve concert, a Christmas concert. So pray for me.
Listen, are we gonna get another solo?
Oh no, I don't know about that. I'm praying I can keep my voice and to sing tomorrow, to sing decently. We've been going at it hard all week, so you know I'm one of those people that you praise God so hard in church that when it comes time to sing, it's hard to sing.
All right,
Please pray for me.
I'm on my way to the butcher when we get off here to go get my meat. So
Okay. Gotta have that Christmas ham, huh? Gotta have that Christmas ham.
no, we're having well, see, I don't want to discuss it because of the shame that I'll be under, but
Now you got to go on and discuss it. Now you got to go and put it out there.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going to pick up leg of lamb, and
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to pick up lamb, and then the rest of the meal will be prepared elsewhere.
Look at that. Y'all fancy for real. A leg of lamb.
Okay.
All right now. I should have known. Leave it to Celeste. I know that. I already know. I don't even know why. A leg of lamb. Look at that. Even Quincy was like,
You can send me those leftovers.
lamb? That's what we doing? I'm like, yeah.
That's how we doing it. Oh, lamb.
Okay. Right.
Oh, the lamb.
Yeah, I'll be at
Why
the
did he-
in-laws, man. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to the in-laws. I don't know what's on the menu. We just show up and eat. We don't have to bring anything. We just bring ourselves. So I'm sure we won't have lamb. So, I'm sure that won't be on.
I pray you all have a blessed holiday. Man.
But it'll be good. I mean, it's up here. I had crab cakes yesterday. I had a taste for crab cakes, so I had to go hit my spot up and grab some crab cakes. And
Man, that's
so it was
fancy.
good.
So we shame you for some crab cakes now?
Yeah, can we? Yeah, where's the shame on that? Can we?
Yes, you could. Hey, crab cakes up here, man. It's a staple.
Yeah,
Delicious, too.
You're
I
in
don't
that
eat them
area.
that much. But when I have a taste, there's a, I gotta go and I gotta go scratch that itch. I just told her, I was like, I got a taste for crab cakes, and yeah, that's what we had for dinner. She brought them home, so shout out to having a good wife, man. Shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
I think of something. Next thing you know, it's dinner.
Wow. Shout
But
out
yeah,
to
we're going to
that.
hang out with the in-laws and all my brothers, my brother and sister-in-law. It's a lot of them. My wife comes from a large family. She's number 7 of 8. And my mother-in-law has over 30 grandchildren. So it's always a packed house when we get together. And but it's a blessing. It's good to see, the little ones, the kids that were once, I guess they're adults now. The young adults that were once the kids, they're now the adults. And then there's like another wave of young people, you know what I'm saying, of young kids. And now my mother-in-law, she actually has great grandkids now. So there's a wave of great grandchildren that, are there as well, which is a blessing. But it's a lot of grandkids, a lot of kids, and they're all giants. This is a household of giants. All the boys, everybody's 6 foot plus. And when I say 6 foot plus, I'm like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot. It's just a house full of giants.
I would get lost in there.
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
Right?
you definitely would.
Lost
You
in there.
definitely would. Well, I told you, my kids, my oldest is 6'7", my youngest is about 6'4". But my nephews, let's see, I have one that's 6'7", 6'8", another that's 6'6". There's and then a multitude that are like 6'3" and taller. And then there's a younger wave that they're starting to catch those growth spurts. So it's a household of giants, man. Seriously.
My
It
goodness.
is. And they eat like it's nobody's business. And it's a lot of boys. It's not a lot of girls. A lot of boys.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot
Well,
of
I just sent you a private message.
We have a bunch of girls.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, it's a lot. lot of boys. And actually, my sister-in-law, she has all boys. She has 6 boys. My brother-in-law, he has 10 kids. I think 2 of those are girls. Yeah,
Oh my
most
gosh.
are boys. There's a few girls sprinkled in there here and there, but it's
That's
majority
crazy
boys.
work.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
That's
lot of
wild.
kids, you know. So it's pretty crazy.
Okay,
But
they took that be fruitful and multiply.
oh,
They
absolutely,
absolutely understood the assignment.
absolutely.
They understood. You did not have to tell them how to. Well, what do you mean by that? No, they totally got the assignment.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to be out
Dad
here.
said she was one of 28
28?
grandkids. Wow.
Okay.
I have to be out here watching the new generation because like I have my little cousin. She's just like me when I was her age. So she's out there. She's like, "Where are my future husbands?" I'm like, "Girl, come on now. I got to keep an eye on her. I got to hold her right up under here because we're like, she is like the mini me." I'm like, I didn't know I was so rambunctious as a child. Now I know. I get to see what I was like.
Yeah, that's a lot. Shout out to Rolanda coming through, $2 super chat, says, we making leg of lamb at my house, 2 Y's. Miss Scrooge? Oh, Mick
No.
Scrooge. Goodness.
They're calling you Scrooge now because you
I'm
ain't got no
Scrooge
life,
now?
no
Hey.
decor, no nothing. Everybody call you Mick Scrooge. Are you doing thing tomorrow so I can know get my
Hey, I'm
life?
gonna tell y'all really gonna think I'm Scrooge now. I don't do Christmas presents for the kids. No Christmas present for the kids. My niece and nephew, we used to do it, but on my wife's side, it's just so many kids. It's just like, come on, man.
Well,
That's
yeah, you
just
got
a lot.
that's a lot of kids.
That's a lot
Like
of
$10
kids.
a piece.
Now
So what do you do?
my family, like on my side, my side of family is small. It's not a lot of us. So I have two. I have a niece and a nephew. You know what I'm saying? So for them, they already know. Uncle Wise doesn't do Christmas presents. They know this. I give money that goes into their investment account. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So I put that out there a couple of years back that was like, I will not be buying toys, presents, things of that nature. So for birthdays and Christmas, I give money. I had my, I had them set up accounts for them. So when I send money, it goes into the account. I give the gift that keeps on giving.
Okay, well, I support
Excellent.
that.
I like
thought
that.
you meant
I
you
invest
give
money in ETFs. They receive a dividend, and every year Uncle Wise comes through with some paper to put in their account. And it's also gave their parents an opportunity to add some money into those accounts as well, if they see fit. And they're young. They're on the younger side of things. My niece, she just started school recently. So I'm just looking at it. Hey, we do this for the next 15 years. What is she going to have when she graduates high school? So that's just my thinking. They're probably like, oh man, he doesn't want to buy toys. Nah, I'm not,
That's what you got a mom and dad for.
that's what exactly. I'm like, yeah, y'all do all of that.
You're good, Wise. That's not considered Scrooge. That's actually really good. That's a great uncle right there. That right there.
So yeah, that's me. That's me. And I started doing that with my kids when they were a little younger. I created accounts for them. Every time they would get money for Christmas or birthday, half of it had to go into their account. So by the time they graduated high school, they had money to buy cars, whatever the case may be. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Today is my 23rd anniversary of giving birth to my son. So,
Oh, all right.
He's-
Shout
he's
out.
23
Shout out
years
to
old
him.
today.
He's 23. Happy birthday.
Congratulations. Okay.
All right now.
birthday.
It's awesome, man.
You know, this is
DeAndre,
the-
You look like
DeAndre said they'll thank you later. Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
I hope so.
thank you,
But
Celeste.
but that's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. 23. Sheesh.
Yeah.
It's good,
You know the
man.
age
Happy
where
birthday to him.
they don't want to party with you.
No, of course
I mean,
not.
I'm the cool
Who wants to
mom,
be in
but
a
they
club
don't-
with their mom?
Well, first of all, I am a lot of fun. Let me just start off with that. Okay, I'm gonna start off with that. Me, I am a whole lot of fun. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. I will turn the
You letting us
entire.
know something. You letting us know something.
Let's,
Who wants to turn up with a mom? Like, who wants to do that? He's like, I can't be all I want to be.
you could be whatever you want to be. I just removed the thought buckets from around him, but other than that, I support.
gosh.
I
Yeah.
support.
that's why he don't want to do
That's
it.
exactly why he's like, hey, I'm looking for the thought buckets. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
He like, Mama, you cramping my style.
Listen, because I don't want none of them top buckets around my baby. Listen, we don't play that game. I got to protect my baby from the top buckets. Listen,
He's just
Wow. y'all don't really went here.
I know. We're gonna get out of here. Shout out to Teddy Mack with the $2 super chat. Says stuffed ham. Stuffed ham is a staple in Southern Maryland. Have you tried it?
What is stuffed ham? That sounds
You're gonna have to explain what a stuffed ham is. I haven't had stuffed ham. Now I do know here in Maryland they like to do things stuffed. And when it's stuffed, it's typically stuffed with seafood, whether it's crab meat or shrimp, or there's something along those lines. I've never heard of a stuffed ham before, but I'm intrigued. I'm not a big ham person though, so I don't eat a lot of ham, but I'm intrigued for sure.
The one I just pulled up has cabbage, kale, onions. It looks like, I mean, I'm not running to eat this. I'm gonna be 100%.
You're not gonna run to eat it.
I'm not running to eat this, but this is just one. I don't know anything. It doesn't look like it has any other meats in it. Here, I'll just drop it in the chat. I'm not saying that this is every one of them, but yeah, I probably would not have. If you were having that wise, you would not have to worry about me coming.
Teddy, you got to explain what the stuffed ham is. Explain what a stuffed ham is. I've never heard of a stuffed ham before.
Shout out to the person in the chat that asked about corn pudding. Put me down for that. Yes, I'm a yes on corn pudding.
What is corn pudding?
What is corn pudding?
Like made with corn?
It's a casserole, and it's almost like it's a mixture of cornbread, whole kernel corn, sweet corn, other stuff, all kind of liquid. You put it in the casserole, you bake it. It's delicious.
Nice. I'm gonna be jerking my lamb, Celeste. I'm gonna do jerk seasoning.
That sentence did not.
I'm like, where is she? She's gonna be jerking her.
That's like going dark again.
I'm slowly going to just walk away from that sentence.
Mr. We are on a panel of men.
You understand me, Celeste. Thank you.
I knew your comments were above board.
Thank you.
We let you down. We let you down. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna make sure you tell me who it is that you do stuffed ham at your house, because I'm gonna go ahead and we
don't do stuffed ham over here. I've never heard of such a thing.
I'm looking at it. Okay. That's interesting.
I would say because it's Southern Maryland, my assumption is that it's stuffed. There's some seafood involved in this ham being stuffed. That's my assumption because it's Southern
Everyone
Maryland,
I've seen is kale, greens. Hold on, I'm trying to find one with something seafoodish in it. But everyone has been just kale and greens, and it's almost like ham and your greens.
Really? I'm gonna pass on that myself.
This show has gone off the rails.
Yeah, it has. Now I will say this: my mother-in-law does a phenomenal seafood salad. It is phenomenal, really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
it's really mother-in-law got 100 kids too. So look, shout out to grandma. Look, shout out to mother-in-law.
Hooking it up. That's normally the staple. One of the main things that happens. It's good. It's good. We're gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up today. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. Enjoy
Merry Christmas
and holidays, man. Hanging out with family, friends. Enjoy that time frame, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up today as well, hanging out, with us. Shout out to the panel members, Jay Witt, Minister Danzel, Crystal, Celeste. Merry Christmas to you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for supporting what we're doing over here.
Merry Christmas to you.
Teddy said, Jay Witt, don't knock it till you try it.
Jay Witt, they trying to say it's good. They trying to say it's good, Jay Witt.
They trying to say it's hitting. Teddy, you got to explain. Is it what he described? Is it what he described? The kale and collards inside of a ham? Is that what is that what it is?
I went to Pinterest and I still don't see one that has a seafood stuffing.
No, it's
in it. I just see the kale, the lettuce. I mean, it's like greens, but stuffed in the ham.
I don't know if I would want green stuffed in it. I would enjoy the seafood aspect made.
Yeah, I think the seafood one would be interesting. I'm gonna probably just go ahead and keep my seafood and my greens and my ham, kind of separate. They can conversate on the plate, but they don't need to be like all like intertwined and such of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and let them. They're gonna wait. Spices and greens. Oh, that's it. So that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, spices and greens. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never heard of such a thing, bro. And I've lived here for a long time. I have never heard of it. That definitely must be a Southern Maryland thing. Southern Maryland, from where I am, is probably about an hour and a half drive. It's not that far. This state isn't that big. You can pretty much get anywhere you need to get to, within about an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours if the traffic's crazy.
Now they're talking about gumbo soup.
Can you just let me know, are you going to be on tomorrow night? Like, should I get my mind ready? Should I have another holiday look for tomorrow night, or what we doing?
Yeah, I think we're doing a late shift. I think thus so far, I mean, we got a few folks that already said that they've already RSVP'd, so I think we're good, for the late shift. So
Celeste is supposed to have her shoulders out. I'm supposed to have my back out if we're not missing.
That's right.
Shoulders and back out. Modesty. This
Wow, they
is a
trying to
channel
change their
of
status
modesty.
in 25.
Seriously, this is a channel of modesty over here.
Something. He was mad last week. I think it was Deb Longo who asked for it.
Yep.
I'm responding to the demand from the chat.
Exactly.
Only $50 chats. Only $50 super chats. We are not doing this for free. No, ma'am. And wait, what is the circumstance that your back would be out that they would see your back?
You can't see it.
Listen,
like Denzel's back is out. You don't know his back has been out.
Like this,
for weeks.
we have the conversation this way. This is how we gonna do it.
Like, what is the conversation? I mean, Denzel back has been out. Y'all don't even know it.
The crew will be there. The crew will be here tonight or tomorrow night, more or less, for the late shift. I know Ro has already RSVP, Dion, Celeste, Crystal. So we'll have more than enough folks to come here and we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up. We'll have a good time Christmas Eve. I'm not sure what we're gonna do the following week. I know we will not have any of this next week, but I don't know what will happen for New Year's. I don't know if you guys want to jump on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll discuss it in the next couple of days after the fact. But shout out to D Suri as well, coming through with the $5 super chat. Says, Celeste, I have to know, is that bacon and turkey leg on your head? Oh Lord.
It's turkey legs, I think.
It's turkey legs. Okay. Okay. Now, Celeste, before you go, the leg of lamb, how do you prepare it? Are you and are you wrapping it with anything? Is this bacon wrapped or what are you doing with this?
No, I'm doing traditional. So I'm gonna, pierce it with the cloves of garlic, and then I have a rosemary, olive oil, garlic, and seasoning rub, and then I'm just roasting in the oven.
Okay. I'm a big fan of lamb.
I'm a
big fan of lamb. We don't have it much, but when we catch it on sale, we see the lamb chops on sale. We having lamb this week because it's on sale.
They act the fool. I like it. I'm on my way right now.
I like that, Celeste. I didn't get an invite though, so hey.
Well, listen, if you were down this way, I would make you a plate. I don't know how if I could let you actually come to the meal the way you've been treating me. I might put something on a paper plate, tinfoil, and take it.
I ain't too proud. I'll take a paper plate and some tinfoil. Hey, I ain't too proud. I'm one of those kind of people. I mean, we come and we bring our own. If we get the invite, we'll bring our own Tupperware, for leftovers.
He come ready.
Come ready. Yeah.
He come ready.
We come ready. Like, hey, wife will come with the bag. We got our own Tupperware. Hey, we don't need to take it. Hey, we got it. We'll make sure nothing goes to waste. Okay, nothing goes to waste.
I support that. Bring your own Tupperware.
So do you come in the house with the Tupperware, or do you leave it out in the trunk, or leave it at the doorstep?
No. We'll leave it in the car. We'll leave it in the car. But when it's time to pack up, we're gonna. I'll run back out to the car, grab the Tupperware.
I'm like, they come in expecting to leave.
Come in expecting to go home with some food. Absolutely,
you bring the Tupperware in my house because the amount of food that be out there. All that ain't going in the fridge.
I mean, you got to think about this. A lot of times, because especially on my wife's side, there are so many people, so there's a ton of food. No one wants it to go to waste. So
no, that's right.
You just come in, just come with the Tupperware already. Just come
that's
ready to go.
That's eating for a week. That's eating for a week.
Hey, hey, wifey's like, I ain't cooking. I'm not cooking for the next day or two.
That's right.
I'll get tired of it after a couple of days, though. I'm not a big leftover for a week.
Sure.
You know, I'll get tired of it, but I'll definitely get a day or two in for sure.
Yeah.
But no, see well, it depends, because you see the way when we leave it to go things, we have so many options. So you know, you make a different variety of plates, so you don't get tired, because there's so many different ways you can play with the food and make it different. I'm just saying.
So I'm feeling these oxtails you're talking about. We might have to.
I'm a big oxtail fan.
I'm on that kind of time.
I love oxtails. They're just so daggone expensive. Again, I catch them on sale.
Y'all making people hungry.
I know.
Wow.
But we'll get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys pulling up today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This was awesome, man. Thank you guys for pulling up this morning. I'm gonna hang out with us.
Thank you.
And for everybody that participated in the poll this morning, man, shout out to you guys. It looks like Home Alone was number one with 40% of the vote. Home Alone was won as the best Christmas movie of all time. Home Alone. Wow. I was surprised. I would have thought people would have went Old School Classic, A Christmas Carol, or something along those lines. But maybe I didn't have some of the better options up there either. So maybe that's the case as well. But yeah, Home Alone.
Action, Die Hard's Revenge.
You didn't have White Christmas either. You didn't have White Christmas up there, and that's a classic.
Yeah.
They also didn't have Dark Scrooge or Scrooge Noir, whatever it was you were talking about. Scrooge Macabre. Like, okay. Yeah, so we didn't have that either. So, like, let's have a little bit of grace here, Crystal.
Yeah. Absolutely, Crystal. Absolutely. But thank you guys, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys. Enjoy the holidays. Be safe out there. Be safe. Lord willing, we will see you guys, well, I guess tomorrow night for the late shift. So come hang out with us tomorrow night. You know, and outside of that, man, appreciate you guys, you know, all my panel guests, appreciate you guys pulling up this morning. Shout out to everybody that support the channel via Super Chat, Super Sticker. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button for me on the way out the building if you haven't done so already. Shout out to the Blues. Thank you guys very much for helping keep things peaceful in the chat. And all my ARP family members, man, thank you guys very much as well. Again, Merry Christmas, man. And we will see you guys, I guess, on the flip side, man. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time, man. Take care, please.
Grace and peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. In the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.